Welcome to Legends on Paper. My name is Ravic Hunter, and tonight we are doing a one-shot based in the world of Greyhawk, legendary and original world of D&D. And as you can see on the map there, it will be taking place in Perrinland, but we'll get to that in just a moment. As we get started, the year is 576 CY, in the month of the Reaper. It's high summer on the continent known as the Flannis. But here in the concatenated cantons of Perrinland, so far north, beyond even the frigid Yatil Mountains, where snow and ice cling to its peaks all year round, it feels like winter. You came here seeking adventure. Go north, they said. Join the hunt for the Condicaniane, fabled pots of knowledge that abound in the frosty wilderness, they said. But the challenges were far greater than you anticipated, and all you found were frozen graves of many that had come before you in conflict between clans who took their opponents' heads as trophies. So, you took mundane jobs guarding merchant caravans between Perrinland's capital, Schwarzenbrunn, situated on the edge of the icicle of a lake they call the Quag, and a dozen or more nameless burgs, flutes, lunds, and dwarfs. Each one as drab and inconsequential as the next. The work was mind-numbingly dull, except for the brief moments of terror when an arrow found its mark, preceding an ambush by barbarians or bandits. And the pay was terrible, barely enough to buy food and a warm place to sleep at night. You often assured each other over tankards of endless ale in cold taverns that your day would come. A day would change your life forever. But you weren't sure you really believed that anymore. Then one day, while you and your friends were drinking in a tavern in the town of Haig, a dwarf walked through the door. This young dwarf, long of beard and mustaches like most of his kind, was lean by comparison and narrower in the shoulders. He came into the tavern to quench his dire thirst after riding his mountain goat day and night for 2 days from a village to the southeast called Hohle. His name was Rufkin Boulderbarton, and he claimed a disaster had struck the largest mine outside the village, trapping 24 dwarf miners deep within. All the efforts of rescue had been thwarted by hails of boulders and arrows and javelins thrown down by creatures camped in the ruins of an ancient temple above the mine's entrance. The master mine foreman of Hohle, one Chalder Rockjaw, was offering a king's ransom and precious gems to anyone brave enough to dispatch the creatures so the rescue teams could dig the miners out unhindered before the poor souls ran out of air. So far there had been few takers. Rufkin was hopeful that the Perrinland militia in Haig would send a force to Hohle, but by the time they organized and made the journey, it'd probably be too late. Finishing his ale and the tale that came with it, Rufkin rushed out to find the militia commander. You and your friends thought this might be the opportunity you had been waiting for, and headed straight away to Hohle. Thus, 2 days later, you stand at the outskirts of a quaint village nestled in the quiet shadow of the towering Yatil Mountains. The squat, gray stone buildings with terracotta thatch seem to reflect the dour mood of the population milling between them, seemingly lost and uncertain. As you ponder what to do, let's play D&D!
Do it.
There you are. looking into this drab village, cold and dreary. You see a few dwarfs and halflings and humans milling about. Inside, the doors themselves are unguarded, as far as you can tell. And these two large oaken doors appear to be a little off kilter, but they stand open.
Doors to the temple or the city?
No, to the city. The temple is above the mine somewhere,
Gotcha.
some distance from here. So, what do you do?
Push the gate.
Well, they're open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just kind of off kilter. You can just walk right through if you want.
Well, I will.
Yep, me too. So will Bonk.
I will as well. And so will Blank.
It's cold.
As you make your way through the main gate to the city, you note that the large open doors appear a little off kilter, kind of creaking with the slight wind that blows off the mountainside. You get inside, you see that there's no guards to greet you or to interrogate you or to ask why you're there. Inside, the town is quiet, aside from a distant banging somewhere ahead. And those few humans, dwarves, and halflings who walk the streets do so as if in a daze or deep thought, paying almost no mind to your arrival.
If one walks near us, I'll say, "Where's the mine foreman?"
Sure. It's a dwarf. A woman looks like she's carrying a basket of some sort of vegetables or fruits that's half covered. You can't really see what's inside it, but she's just kind of plodding as you get onto the main street close by. And she stops and just slowly looks up over to, this is Polaris talking?
It is.
Probably in his home. Down the street there, you can find the residence of Child or Rockjaw. Brooding, wondering what to do. The poor souls.
What does it look like? All these houses look alike.
She gestures vaguely down the main street. They're right. You'll see a darker oak, stone walls, darker oak doors.
All right.
Just knock her point. She's probably not expecting anyone.
Head off that way.
She starts to scuff down an alleyway. And before we get too far, let's go ahead and introduce our party. Tonight we have an eclectic group. And again, we'll assume that they've been traveling together for some time and have some familiarity with each other and their capabilities, although they're meeting each other for the first time right now, the players. And we'll start to our left with Polaris.
Polaris Morningstar is a paladin. He wears plate armor that was once upon a time enameled blue and gold, but it's been battered and worn, so there's gray and silver and black shining through. He carries a large axe and a large shield, and he has a live zombie strapped to the front of his shield.
It's a conversation piece.
Yeah. Wow. All right. And then we have the return of Bonk.
Bonk is a human ranger, although when he learned how to cast Shillelagh, he was like, bow and arrow, what? So now he has branded himself Bonk, and he likes reading and small fuzzy creatures.
In that order.
Does he like reading small fuzzy creatures?
No, he reads to them.
He
Reads
carves
to them.
words into
I
their
can see
skin.
him
and
reading
then
to
reads it.
them, yeah,
Alright.
like story time with
Like
Bonk.
a Disney princess.
Kind of.
Bonking them on the head.
Attempt her and Harry.
Well, Blank Slate, who would be normally run today by Gustavo, who's not able to join us. So Mike will be playing Blank Slate as well as, is that Verbalicious? Oh, Virilis.
Verelicus.
Virilicus. Okay. We'll go with that.
Delicious.
Veralicious. No relation to luscious.
Lucius.
I'm very
Lucius the Luscious.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Blank Slate. I was chosen by the gods to look pretty and heal my friends, and that's what I know how to do.
That sounds exactly like us.
That's
Very good.
Yeah, that does actually.
What's your favorite day of the year?
All of them.
Oh God.
Every day is a good day to heal.
Asimar sorcerer, healing sorcerer.
Divine soul.
Read Healbot.
Gotcha.
I'm Relicus. Nothing much to say. My tribe was wiped out when I was but a babe, and I was adopted by some elves. They saw that, for my kind at least, I'm rather keen, and they saw fit to teach me their blade song. A rare and all but unheard of thing. I'm lucky to have learned it. I'm a bit lean for my kind, but, well, I like to think I'm strong in other areas.
Okay. And Ghost.
Hiya. I'm Ghost. Well, I'm not Ghost, but you know that's what I tell you to call me. Because if you called me by my gnomish name, it'd take forever. God, nicknames. But you know, just here exploring the wilderness, having fun, making friends. You know, whether they're close, far away, or if they stay long or short, because I have to shoot them. But you know what? They're all good friends, and we're just gonna have a great time today, whether we want to or not. Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Right. So this is our group that's going to solve the problems for the good folk of Hohle. And so we'll see how that works out. You find yourself at the door of Chalder Rockjaw, the foreman of the mines here in Hohle. The door is partially open. And you can see a dim, warm light. The time of day, by the way, is about, let's say, late morning. But it's overcast. And, you know, your time here in Perrinland is like always overcast. But you can feel a little bit of warmth coming through the open crack of the doorway. You see a dim light flickering within. You don't hear anything other than passively like a rocking sound from within.
I'll knock on the door loud enough to let it open itself further.
Okay. It opens up, and as it's starting to open, you hear the creaking cease. And inside, you see a rather busy interior with good solid oak furniture, you know, shelving and armoires and big giant table. It's a fairly big open room with other passageways leading off to this relatively large home. Doesn't have a second floor, but near the hearth, which is facing off to your left, on the right, just across from it, there's an older dwarf who's sitting in a rocking chair, and he has a blanket thrown over his lap and a pipe in one hand, and he's just kind of turned his head, you know, kind of cocked his head, you know, toward the door to view who might be entering.
We hear you need help.
Come in if you please. And he just turns back and looks back at the hearth.
Do you think perhaps you should leave your shield outside?
No.
I just don't like thinking about it. I ignore it really.
I try to, but I feel like it might put off new prospective employers.
I can pull its tongue out so it doesn't talk as much.
I don't have a counter to that.
Well, I mean,
We hear you need help, I'll say, walking in.
Okay.
I mean, he does need to be startled out of his crazy, so, you know, maybe the shield is a good thing.
You have your shield with you?
I did.
Okay. Does this thing make noise, or is it like constantly going, you know, or what is it?
Whatever noise zombies make in your world, Ravik.
How would you imagine it?
It's just the torso.
Is it just like,
It's just...
is it like the
don't need more.
anti-stealth shield that is just constantly, you know, making noise?
Yes, there's no stealth with it. It's
Permanent minus
constantly
20.
growling and snapping and
Well, I get a bonus to stealth.
All right, you go in and you're kind of leading the rest of the group. Well, it's a door behind you if you don't mind. He has a very disappointed look on his face as you enter, but his eyes do immediately go to your shield, and you see they kind of lighten a bit, almost in humor. Just a brief bit of a smile. That's interesting.
There's a story that goes with it.
I imagine there is.
We hear you need help.
I was hoping you were a Rufkin. You haven't seen the boy, have you?
He's the one that sent us.
I sent you. So I made it to Haig safely then.
Yes.
Any word on the militia?
Wouldn't get here in time. That's why we've come.
Also, because we're broke.
But we are capable.
Kind of, for the first time, looks at you a little bit more closely.
He's strong in other ways.
All the ways that count.
Take your word for it. He's almost, you can see that there's a deep depression.
You smack him.
You know, just passively. You see this deep depression in this poor old dwarf. Still strong and muscles and you know, for his age. And seems quite capable, but you can tell that his spirits are just like almost on the verge of being just crushed. And he explains to you that the rush to mine this new mine that they had discovered, which was actually a very old mine, it's called DeepVein mine, that they thought would produce nothing. When suddenly it started to produce some very valuable gems. And in their rush to mine some of these gems, some mistakes were made. And there was a cave-in. And they've been unable to communicate with the 24 or so dwarves inside. Went quite deep. They're very capable dwarves, and so if they're all healthy, presumably they might be able to, they may be working on the other side of it to dig themselves out. But he fears that they're going to run out of air and that they won't have the time to dig out from one side. And that has been thwarted by these damn creatures up in ancient ruins. Some temple of some sort from the older Indian days. I'm not even sure what it's for, who it was worshipped. Seems a dwarven make though, it's just peculiar. So ancient it is. But
Perhaps they were crushed by the cave-in and died painlessly.
that's a possibility. What's possible?
Let's try to keep a bit more positive of a mindset.
You're right. I'm positive they were crushed by the cave-in and died painlessly.
What kind of creatures are up there in that temple?
Yeah, that we don't know. We haven't seen them. It's a goodly distance from the mine, the entrance to the mine up to where this ancient temple stands. No one goes there anymore, you know. It's just a place of curiosity and fear, really, as most believe it's haunted. Even our own dwarven kind, if some ancestor of our clans were to have built it, there's no record of it in our histories. But I'm fairly sure that the architecture of it, from what we can see and what I've seen close up, appears to be dwarven in nature. But that goes way beyond why you're here. If you're willing to investigate, see what you can do about removing this source of threat and allow my people to get in and dig our folk out, there'll be a hefty reward for you.
Such as?
Hefty.
You notice his feet, his booted feet, are sitting upon a chest, and he pulls his boots off it. He leans forward, creaking in the rocking chair as he goes forward. Flips the latch up, and the chest opens, and there's a bag. Just one singular bag, and he hefts it up onto the floor, and it kind of tilts over, and you see all these glittering gems just start to spill out of it. I'll give you this to start.
To start,
And a bunny.
For what?
2 bunnies.
They're fond of fuzzy animals.
I mean, you know, it's nice and fun and cute and
For pets.
meal.
How do you want it cooked?
Pets.
Oh, pets.
Live bunny.
Fine.
Extra fuzzy.
2 bunnies.
I'm in.
Blank gives you a high five.
You know, Blank's got a lot of personality for a blank slate.
I know what I like.
At this point, you can tell that his confidence has somewhat dropped a few levels. And he ponders for a moment. Perhaps we should go see Thilo Turnberry. He's the Wachtmeister constable, the city guard. It's just a volunteer force, but may be able to offer you some help, one or two of our lads to go with you up there.
Sounds like a good plan.
We're no stranger to meat shields, as you can see with my friend.
And glancing over at the zombie on the shield once more.
This is my friend Kivar.
You are. Sounds like a noble name.
Pulled him out of a pit, huh?
Sounds like a noble name.
I found him at the bottom of a hole.
You'll have to tell me that story sometime. But come on with me.
It'll take like 3 hours to go through.
Pops up out of his.
No, that's the whole story. I found him at the bottom of the hole.
And he gets him out of his rocking chair and leads you out the door. On the way, you pass what appears to be a swine farm. You see a huge corral with hundreds of swine that are rolling in the mud. And it's a surprisingly well-kept enclosure. There's a man who's out with the swine, but separated by a fence that it's like a walkway that winds its way between, in and around the corral, keeping him separate, and a little bit above, who just kind of waves over a dwarf. And moving on, you pass through the Aldi Marketplatz, and you see folks selling pots and tools and meats and old-looking fruits and vegetables, various wool fabrics, bags of grains and cereals, typical marketplace type stuff. But it's busy, but it's almost as if everybody's moving in slow motion. This terrible event that's taken place has really affected the entire city, and you see that the entire economy of this small village is based upon mining, and many of these folk that are here, just like your zombie Kevar, are just kind of moving in a daze, as many of their men and women folk may be trapped within. And finally, we come to the rector house in the courthouse, and as he enters, there are four dwarves inside, a female and 2 males, all 3 of them looking very well armed and armored, and then another one, an older gentleman, wearing a cloak of blue and silver trimmings. And you see a halfling that's addressing them, and as they walk in, the older dwarf, who you would probably recognize at this point, being in Parentland for some time, as the rector, the judge, and the one that, is the authority here in the village. He looks over and greets Chalder. Chalder, you brought some visitors. And they look, the adventuring sort. Have you rounded up some folk to tackle these creatures, whatever they are? We are folk in the mines. 5, maybe. We thought we'd come here and talk to Thilo a bit. Maybe get ask for a couple of volunteers to go with them. And Thilo kind of walks up and introduces himself. I'm Thilo Turnberry. I am the Wachtmeister, constable of the city guard. I have just a few that I can call upon at the moment. These three, one Oddhild, and Delg, and Hamil. He addresses the three other dwarves that are standing nearby. Two of you may take, if you like, as they have already offered their willingness to do whatever it takes. In fact, all three of them are trying to convince us now to allow them to go up and handle this terrible threat. But already we've lost several of our folk in the same attempt. So hopefully, based on the look of you, and you see Baldwin kind of go. He hesitates based on the look of you, and perhaps two of our folk. You might be able to handle whatever it is and get back in time for us to get our crews in there and get our folk out. I'm sure Chalmers told you all about that.
If you have 3 volunteers, why not allow us to take all 3 and improve our odds?
Well, unfortunately, I need to keep at least one. Rufkin is another one of our volunteers, a young man, but very capable, has been sent away, and to hope find the militia of Pearland to come down and help us out, and hopefully he might just return with them. Who knows? Not going to happen. Chalder speaks up. There's folks that run into Rufkin and Haig, and not going to be able to get here in time. They were depending on you. Depending on you. So, if you like, choose 2 of our fine folk here. We have Hamel Honeypot. He is a local resident who works full-time in our city guard. He's an investigator as well, very capable fellow. And you can see this guy's wearing, again, all 3 dwarves. This guy's wearing, he's carrying a battle axe. You can see he also has a crossbow slung about his back. Seems like wearing some chainmail. Yeah, looks like a fine fellow. Then you have Aldhild, the female of the group there. She's the owner of the local inn, Aldhild's Gasthaus. She volunteers for the city guard, and she's also a capable investigator. She's carrying a very mean-looking great axe, and also a light crossbow. And as far as how she is armored, also chainmail. And she's got a few scars. She's a little bit older than the men. And then the last one introduced is Delg Brakhankak. He's the owner of Leatherworks, the leatherworking. From time to time, Delg volunteers with the city guard. And he seems to be the youngest, but most powerfully built of all 3 of them. Carrying a long bow, a warhammer, a couple of hand axes at his side, and is wearing, of course, leather armor. Would you care to indulge yourself with any questions you might have of any of them, or just simply pick 2 and
Have any of you been to this temple before?
The 2 men just shake their heads. Aldhild, though, the female, when I was younger, I went up there. There are stories of ghosts and goblins and goonies and all such thing. I never found anything like that up there.
Good enough, you're in.
Okay, all right.
That works.
I know the way. Anyone else?
The young one said they were catching arrows and javelins.
So which one of you guys can catch arrows?
Metal armor or a bow to counter it?
I'll leave this decision up to my more martially gifted party mates.
That means smart punk, that's you.
Well, Bonk's gonna ask the constable which one he would rather keep. In the city.
Delg is very good with the bow, whereas Hamil Honeypot, don't let the name dissuade you, is quite the bear of a man, as you can see, and He's powerfully built and is really, really good with his axe.
Yeah, we'll take the oldest and the youngest one then. We'll take Dog. What do you think?
We've got the female and the young one.
Okay, so here's Oddhild. And Hermione. Whoever would like to play her. And then we have Delg.
Ooh, Mr. Meat Shield.
Delg and his mini.
I got it.
Blank is gonna flutter her eyelashes a little bit.
Are you sure you can't just let it? You have 3 perfectly good volunteers here. Can't we take all 3?
We can't leave the town undefended.
They've got nope.
What was that number? What was that?
9 total.
9. 9 is the correct answer, yes.
9.
9.
Oh, wow, this guy's a dipshit.
It's not a great roll, but
I also want to look at the next page for her special stuff.
Chalder kind of comes, roll at advantage, because Chalder kind of comes to your, comes, kind of help
Is
action.
that worse?
13.
13, okay, so a little better.
Put that away for now.
If I don't get our folk out soon, I wouldn't want to come back and say that Hamel Honeypot was the difference between their survival and
Here, you do
No.
that.
What?
I don't want to do it.
impossible.
Do it.
Director
That's too much
Yeah,
for me.
walking speed.
I'm
kind of
over.
nods, very wisely. I think all right.
Thanks.
Well, you'll fine. We haven't had any threats here recently, aside from what's happening now of the mine entry. Whatever these creatures are, they haven't been there long. Maybe these folk, they can get in there and drive them away. If Hamilton's the difference, let's let him go. I don't mind strapping on a bit of armor, doing a couple of nightly watches. And I'm sure you don't either, Theo. Not at all. Not at all. Shoulder just nods. I'm with you. I'm with you. So you can have Hamilton, if you like him.
I helped.
All right, well, I guess not. Everyone gets to play 2 characters tonight.
Joy.
Well, these guys are pretty basic fighter types.
Yeah.
And so you shouldn't find anything too complex with them.
He's a champion.
So there you go.
If it is going to be too much.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'm sure you're eager to get started. Any of these folk can lead you out to the mines. But you're basically just going to take the main road down to the smelting house. The smelting house, you'll see tracks leading onto one of the pathways going up the trails toward into the Yatil Mountains. Follow that until you find the mines. Be careful. Once you get up there,
Dirty dice are.
She has some
close to the mine entry,
Damn it.
is where they've been throwing down the rocks and the javelins and the shooting arrows at the folk. We've managed to pull out all of our dead,
4 dice.
except for a horse or 2.
And when you want to use one of these,
I'd rather not have to come after you in the same way.
you add a die to it,
So mind yourselves.
so you only have 4. So
Don't worry, I'm pretty
Up to
sure if
4
anything
times.
strange and disturbing happens, then his shield will eat us first.
The shield? Yeah. Look at.
How long of a journey are we looking at?
It's only maybe an hour and a half for you, maybe 2. Hadn't started to snow or anything, but it does get quite cold, and there's a bit of snow a bit higher up in the peaks. You shouldn't have to deal with any of that.
Is the trail treacherous at all? Anything we should look out for?
Just the rocks that are being thrown down. It shouldn't be treacherous unless they've come off and away from down from the temple to molest anyone on the trail. I don't know, but it should be easy going. I mean, we run our mining carts up and down, and wagons and so forth. It should be easy going.
My thanks. Blank is going to cast Aid now on you 3. Your HP max goes up by 5, and she's going to cast Mage Armor on herself.
Okay.
Both those last for 8 hours.
Just like, oh, 8. Okay.
Wait, say that again. You get what?
your max HP for Bonk specifically, just your main characters, goes
Okay.
up by 5 for 8 hours.
So that's your max HP. So if you get hurt and healed, you don't get healed to 31. You get healed to 36.
Gotcha.
So, although the weather is heavily overcast, and there's a chilly wind that's coming off the mountains, you're not dealing with any precipitation. No snow or icy rain, anything like that, or driving windstorms as you get outside. Just a very, very cold fucking day. And it's not even winter. But you're kind of used to this, considering you've been in Pearland for a while. Just not quite at this elevation so much.
I'd like to point out, since we're in mountainous terrain, I do have, I made that my favorite terrain, blindly.
Okay.
So, we can't get lost. Difficult terrain doesn't slow us down.
Ooh.
I have advantage on intelligence and wisdom checks graded to this area,
Okay, all right, good.
just in case it's relevant.
It might be.
Delg, you've got the bow. Why don't you scout ahead and make sure nobody's waiting for us?
Perhaps Ghost should go with him.
Well, we can send Oddhill. She's the one who knows where she's going.
Well, she can point the way.
Okay.
They all know where the mine is. But it's only been Oddhill that's actually been up to the temple that overlooks the mine. And she'll tell you in passing as you're traveling down the main road and out of the city, past the smelting house, where you see this an armory. You see, which is just sprawling single-story buildings, reinforced wood door, small enclosed deck, some planter boxes on the walls, and a mess of tools and supplies scattered all over. And then you pass by what appears to be a jeweler and the water reservoir, the Burgermeister's home, which is the mayor of the city, Oddhill points out. Various temples, and for those that are interested in the religious orders, shrines, and temples of this area, it's the old Kirk pantheons, well, Alatur and Barry and Biori and Nerul and Palor and such. There are many, many shrines here and there to various gods, but it seems like one of the most expansive and busy ones is the one to Damathion, which is the god of mining, mountain dwarves. So, you follow the mine tracks along the winding path higher and higher into the Yatil Mountains. Although the snow line is visible through the haze of clouds high above, it is cold even at this comparatively low elevation, and the conditions are not improved at all by the bit of wind that occasionally whips through the gorge's high walls towering over you on either side. About an hour later, you come across an overturned wagon. Its contents spilled out on the ground. The horse that pulled it lies stiff under the crush of rocks that caused its demise. Further ahead, you can see the tracks turn sharply into the mountain. That must be the entrance to DeepVein mine. And Oddhill's like, wait, hold just a moment. We must be careful at this point. And your zombie's like, you hear just echoing off the walls. If they're throwing boulders down and shooting arrows and javelins and so forth, and you can see arrows and javelins and boulders up ahead, and you're just at the edge of it because you're like just behind where you see the dead horse and the overturned wagon. Seems to be the edge of where their attack zone must have been. And then the definite broken framed timber, broken lantern hanging hung at its center, and rails leading to the rubble that clogs the entryway up ahead of the mine itself. But it's eerily quiet, except for the whistling of the wind and the sound of your own breath exhaling brief clouds of warmth into the cold air. I'm gonna bring out a map.
While you're bringing out that map,
Yes.
Polaris is going to lay his shield down on the ground, use the staff of his axe to hold Kivar's mouth open. Make sure he's got his gauntlets on nice. Rip out its tongue so it can't yell anymore.
Now, after all this time traveling together, now it's the first time you rip out his tongue.
I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't really stop it from yelling or screaming. It just means that it can't speak. You still got vocal cords if you don't got a tongue. Fun fact.
Okay, so let me make so you can go ahead and get your minis.
Is this our start up here by you?
It'd be, yeah, let me get the map open here. Not sure what's going to be seen right away. Okay, here we go. There we go. It's kind of a top view. Let me give more of a front view. There we go. So, yeah, just kind of right here is your guys are kind of like coming from this direction.
Oh, we're down there. Okay.
Yeah, so you can just kind of put your guys over in that area in whatever order you want them to be. You'd be behind. Yeah, you'd be behind. So just use that area up there.
Well, and what time of day is it?
At this point, it's a little afternoon because you had about an hour and a half, 2 hour jaunt up to this point. With the only issue being the cold.
Yeah.
And so you're just kind of at the edge of the map at this point where you see the overturned cart, the dead horse, and the mine entry. This, by the way, is a double turntable map. So yeah, the top and bottom can be turned, but don't know if you really need to use the top one, but
Yet.
yet at this point. But presumably that's where all
right.
the ruckus is taking place. And just to give you some perspective, this is about 130 feet above the mine entrance.
Okay.
And you see that the elevations and the path, in the distance you see the path at this point is where the elevation begins going up and up and up.
Gotcha.
And once you get to this point, every 5 feet that you travel is going to be 5 foot incline. So 5 foot forward, 5 foot up, 5 foot forward, 5 foot up. So when you're 10 foot forward, you're 10 foot up.
Got it.
And so it's just a steep incline and probably wouldn't realistically be necessarily that steep, but that's the best I can do on this size map.
Alrighty.
So,
Ignore difficult terrain, everybody.
oh yeah? Why?
1 second.
Because we have a favored terrain ranger with us.
Right.
We have two favorite terrain
Difficult
rangers.
terrain.
We also have mountains.
Weird that they both
Yeah.
have favorite terrain mountains.
Well, to be fair, Bonk had it weeks ago.
No, I changed that bonk.
Oh, did he? All right,
Yeah.
never mind.
No, but to be fair, I told you it was about mining, so
All right, cool.
I figured mountains.
it's all
That's
fair.
the choice of-
In love and war, besides you're all going to die anyway. Because there's a Sibriax at the end. Oh,
No, for fuck's sake.
He had to get his money's worth out of that thing.
When he mentioned it's weird how a meatball can hit you 9 times, when I read that first line before the rest of it started, I thought he was talking about the Sibriax again.
yeah, it does kind of have that meatball look to it.
Yeah.
Raw. Okay, so Audil just kind of defers to you as to how you want to approach this. I mean, the field, the area in front of the mine is clearly peppered with, boulders and javelins and arrows. These long shafts, real long, thick shafts, longer than what any of you would probably typically use.
What do you think, Ghost? This is your speciality.
You think it is, but my arrows are a lot more close range than that. Can I take a look and guess what kind of creature, what size of the creature would fire an arrow this size?
Big.
If you want to go into the field in front of, it's actually kind of narrow. There's only about,
If you want to walk into the
20
kill
feet,
box, is what he's
you know,
saying.
in that pass where you can walk over there and actually pick one up, or you can roll a perception.
I like rolling a perception. Perfect. I have the proficiency bonus when you seek it. Is this related to the terrain?
No. No. I don't think the arrow's
That
part
was
of
a
the
flark.
training.
That
4?
was a set. No, that was a 5 on the die plus
Oh.
plus numbers. I think it's plus 4, so that's 9.
Yeah. So you're a bit far away. You'd have to get a lot closer. Maybe pick one up to examine it to get a better idea.
Okay. I mean, I have to get closer to take a closer look. Yeah, let me just slide along the side there. I'm going to. There, come on, one. Where are you? There you are. Since I'm a gnome of your background, I chose your.
Well, this isn't Greyhawk, but
Yeah, I
it's the
didn't know
same.
the
No, I know, that's fine. But you can still use all that, and that's
Okay, cool.
the cabooders. That's fine.
So I have
Trying to get
advantage to hide against earthen terrain. I think this qualifies.
Well, since you're a gnome and there's lots of boulders and rocks all around, then you can make your way up there if you like, and stealth, make a stealth roll.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do that.
And just show me on the board where you want
It's
to kind
called
of get.
advantage.
Thank God.
Where are you wanting? There's your little no.
There we go. That is a 19 on the die, so that's a 22.
That's your set for
Wow.
the night. Since that seems to be suiting you.
And where are you wanting your gnome to be?
I think I want my gnome to be like
Here.
here. I'm gonna put my gnome like hereabouts because stop
It's not-
moving it away from me.
Trying to let Ravik see it. You got it? You want me to move it?
Yeah, I got it. I've got an overhead right here.
Yeah,
So
I'm kind of like in the rocks. I'm
Yeah.
just like poking my hand out to grab. I figure that these rocks are literally taller than me, so I just poke a hand out, grab a shaft, and then yank it out of presumably the donkey.
yeah, I mean the horse is lying there dead.
Horse,
It's been
yeah.
dead for a few days, and yeah, you can. It looks like it was actually crushed by boulders, but nearby there are lots
Yeah.
of shafts from arrows, so you can pull up. It looks like they're all broken, and so if there were any intact, maybe they were taken, but the broken ones still lie there, and you can easily find one nearby.
Yeah.
And so as you look at it closer, you can either choose a history or nature to determine.
I like
What
I like
source?
nature because
Okay.
nature also gives me advantage. Yeah, I know.
You want to make a roll?
Thank you. Hey,
is
two
a
17s
roll.
in a row. So that's what are my numbers? Come on.
Could be pretty. 17 is good enough.
Yeah.
Your third level, so you've had some experience with creatures. You're not exactly sure. You're not sure at all what the creature is. You are unfamiliar with the style of the make. You see that it's kind of crudely made arrow, but it is quite long. So what you do determine is that whatever creature is that is firing these arrows must be at least 6 or 7 feet tall. Maybe a little, somewhere between 6 and 10 feet tall is what you would anticipate.
That's like a Comcast range.
Yeah,
6
yeah,
to 10.
exactly. Right.
So to you, they are giants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tall people. And like it wouldn't happen to be orcs, would it? Like I would be able to infer.
Orcish would be.
Why the fuck would you assume that?
Orcs would be a creature that you'd be familiar with.
Yeah.
More likely because they're very common, I guess, in many parts of this world. But
We definitely know what they smell like by now.
yeah, but then no, it's definitely not an
Take very
orc. You
good
don't
care
really
of myself. Thank you very much.
orcs, although they're pretty crude in their making, and they don't generally use a lot of, range weapons. Definitely not orc.
Yeah, I got you. Cool. I scurry back the way I came, unless that makes me have to roll another stealth.
Yeah,
check.
you have to roll on stealth as you.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Well, okay. I'll take that one. I'll take the 14. 14 plus 3 is 17.
Okay.
So not as stealthily because I'm waving to these guys. But I'm so short that you can't see over the boulders anyway.
Okay.
Ghost is back now.
I see ghost.
As you scurry back over the rocks and back to the rest of your party, you feel like you're moving pretty stealthily, but your foot kind of scrapes on a rock, and it's not even that loud. But the nature of this area where you're at, with the high walls and the echoey, it's like an echo chamber. just as you get out of the area, you hear like a high-pitched laughing from somewhere up above, just echoing down. And Oddhill's like, to the rest of you, as you join the group, maybe there are ghostly creatures.
We don't know that.
Up top. Do we have to worry about? I've never heard of them before. But maybe it's haunted after all. When I went as a girl, I used to sit up there and I used to read books in summertime and enjoy the quiet nature of the area. I never felt threatened. This is frightening. You see the two other dwarves that came with you just kind of shrinking back, nervously looking at each other and start hitting each other on the pads of the greaves and so forth, kind of like just bolstering each other's confidence. You got this, you got this.
Can we roll nature checks at that laughter?
Sure.
Not good for me, but 15.
15?
17.
That'll be
Oh no, that's the wrong one.
nature.
Oh no, never mind. That's a 20. Dirty 20 for Bonk.
Okay.
23.
Look at the wrong one.
Okay. So the two rangers, Bonk and Ghost,
We know our shit.
although you don't know exactly what it was that made that sound, it could be a natural creature or it could be an unnatural creature. You don't, but it seems to, I guess with that roll, the two of you, it almost has a canine feel to it.
Yeah.
So hard not to know. It wasn't a ghost. Ghosts don't laugh.
Well, Ghost
Well,
will
this one laughs.
So certainly,
don't throw boulders and shoot arrows.
That's Bob.
Bob.
I think it's a dog.
I'll hold the shield up.
I think it's an
His
angry
name's
dog.
Kivar.
Dogs don't
I
laugh
just
last
said
I
that
checked.
so they wouldn't know his
Sounded.
real name. Knowing his real name, you can use spells
know what
against
kind of
him.
dogs you've
His
met.
name is Bob, but don't tell anyone.
Oh,
Well, I mean, that's what we call. I don't know what the word for it in like common, but they're dogs.
I'll just kill it. Put it out of its misery.
It's already dead,
But you can vanquish undead creatures.
right?
No, why don't you do that? And then
Why?
just have a corpse on it. And just very disturbing.
That's why I wear it.
Yeah, I get that. And the two, Delg and Hamill are just going.
Also,
Yeah,
scares away elephants.
it's an elephant.
It scares away elephants.
What's an elephant?
You haven't seen any because it scared them away.
I see. She just kind of winks at you slyly. I get you.
We have to figure out how we're going to approach this. They have
Up that road and turn right.
They have a high ground advantage on us, though. They could,
They have the neck wound.
yes, they could pepper us on our way up.
Just to be clear, are you courting me?
Do you want me to court you?
Well, I'd be all right with it.
All right.
I'm just checking. If we live through all this, we'll talk. I own a tavern. And
That's better.
yeah, you stay there anytime you like. Got special rooms.
All right.
Okay.
Special room.
I have a beard under the helmet if that helps.
Oh, it helps tremendously.
All right.
I was hoping it wasn't fake. I see that. The whiskers.
You have a beard under your helmet.
Well, yeah, I can't shave through the helmet.
Right.
I'll tell you a secret. I got a bear under my helmet too.
Yours is quite lush.
Oh, you haven't quite seen it yet.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's what she meant by under the helmet.
I think she's talking about her underground.
Oh.
We should keep our mind at the task at hand.
All right.
All right. So here's the plan.
We're gonna run as fast as we can up this mountain.
We're going to go up that road and we're going to turn right and follow it up. If any arrows come at you, move out of the way.
Brilliant as always,
Good
Mr.
plan.
Morningstar.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay. So are you all gonna like Scooby-Doo it together, or one at a time, or what?
I think we should. No.
Not in a group because they could drop a boulder and kill all of us. If there's any boulders, you stop and go, me! And the rest of us will keep going.
Should we leave in intervals then?
No, but we should stagger when we leave.
That's what. Right, of course.
I think the strongest, burliest guy should go first.
I'm ready.
I knew that was coming. I was actually going to volunteer.
Spencer was ready for that one.
All right, in pairs.
Yeah, I'll take
I should.
Broomhilda with me. Oddhild and Bonk.
Okay, so you're gonna tell me who the
Although-
first pair is that are gonna go.
Well, she doesn't move very far though. Doesn't matter. We're not stuck to our
Yeah, why is her move rate so
walking
low?
speed.
Yeah, why
Because
is
they're
it walk?
dwarves.
Yeah, but dwarves aren't that slow.
Heavy armor, doesn't that slow
Dwarves
down?
have a move rate of 15?
25, but
No,
then the heavy
25.
armor might slow
You
them down.
made their.
Oh, this says 15.
If you're encumbered, then it might.
Are they encumbered?
Who? The
Dwarves.
Oddhild.
No,
The NPCs.
Okay.
should be.
They have a
Says
move speed of 15 feet.
It's all right. So yeah, it should be 30. Just
25.
override that.
25. Well, he
I'll
said
take
30.
30.
25, yeah.
I'll take 30.
I think the new
He's at 30.
30 it is.
25.
All right.
All right. Blank and I will take up the rear then.
Take it up the.
Okay.
Now
Did
is
he
not
say
the
what
time
I-
for crass jokes.
Yes, Fancy Boy just said he.
So are you guys going to be going like immediately one after the other? Or are you going to see the first pair?
We'll allow like 10 feet of space in between us.
Okay. All right. So you're moving. You're going to do this within a round, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just make that your initiative at this point, and whatever
All
pairs
right.
that you're going with. And because it'd be disjointed to do everybody differently, it'd be ridiculous. So if you're doing it in a single round, all right, cool. All right, so who's the first pair?
Oddhild and Bonk.
I don't know if you guys should go last.
Second pair?
Hamel, Honeypot, and Polaris.
Actually, I should go. I'll go. Yeah, I'll go last. You guys are going next.
Next? All right.
Delicious and.
Verilicious.
Relicus and Blank.
Blank Slate.
That's what I said. Verilicious.
Blank slate.
Okay, and then we have Delg
And
Dallas and Ghost taking up the rear.
taking out two.
Ghost, right.
Okay. All right, so this will occur. You guys, let's see if you guys can even how far you guys are going to get. And
I
then,
statistically should be at the front just because of the way my character works, but that's not what's happening. So
well, we're going to assume you guys are just at the edge.
What's the rules for dodge? Dodge is only when you can see attackers, right?
No.
I believe.
Wait.
I believe you can only use the dodge action if you can see an attacker.
Oh, you might be right, actually. Let's look it up.
Wow, so it's going to take you guys 2 rounds to get here, unless you dash. And dashing will get you there in 1 round. And that's where the elevation begins, right here. So it'll get you around the corner. This corner. So is that your plan?
Yes. I don't want to be out there for 2 rounds.
Well, hang on. If we dash, we can't dodge. Or is that what you're looking for?
we don't have robes here, so.
And then you're going to be crowded up behind each other since you can't be in the same space. So we'll see how that goes. When you've decided.
We're waiting on Mike to
I'm
use
sorry.
his Google foo.
Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker. Yep, so Mike's right.
Okay, so there's no sense dodging, so we may as well dash.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna dash.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, you're going to dash, but you're going to take.
But before we start running, I just cut my hands together and I blow into them, and then I open them, and I have a bunch of good berries. So I'm just gonna shove all the good berries in my pocket as a emergency wake up potion.
The way you
Nice.
presented those, I thought you were going to share them, but that's fine.
I mean, you can have some, but honestly, they're more useful if you're not already down. So it's probably best that you don't hold them.
I defer to your expertise.
You're a wizard. You're gonna get downed.
I guess that assumption is made.
Speaking of which, I cast False Life on myself before we start this.
Okay. And that does what?
I get temporary hit points for an hour.
Okay, does that stack with the ones?
I didn't give those to myself. It was only these three.
Just those three? Okay,
Eight only
got it.
affects 3 creatures.
Yep. All right, got it. Okay, so you ready? Because
Yeah.
Odd Hilden and Bonk go rushing across the front of the mines, skirting the boulders and the rocks that have been thrown down, and also the caved-in area. That'll put you just around the corner, and there are 2 flights of arrows that come down immediately as you
has 3 speed.
head down. The first one at Odd Hill, the second one at Bonk. These don't look very good in terms of whether or not they're 9 and an 8. I presume both of those miss, right?
Yes.
Okay, so these large arrow shafts in the ground as you
arrows.
go running by. Hamel and Polaris,
Yes.
you're next, right behind them.
Yep.
A boulder comes rolling down, being thrown down from the top. Again, this is 120 feet above you as it's cascading down.
We move out of the way.
And you do so easily as you kind of see this thing coming. You know it's coming, and it boom, 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 just kind of hits around with a big thud, bounces a little bit, comes to rest. And then we have Blanc and Verilicus.
Nothing happens to us.
Okay, so another boulder was right behind the other one. That's being thrown down. 16. 16 hit?
Both of us, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it would only hit one.
Well, maybe it's a really big boulder.
No,
it
they're not
could
that
hit
big.
both.
They're not big. And Verilicus is the one that was
That's
targeted. So 16 hits?
Yes.
Not gonna use other shield.
Okay, so
I have the 10.
8 points of bludgeoning damage as you get hit by this boulder that strikes you on the side. And you continue to go and make it the rest of the way without being attacked further. And then finally, Delg and Ghost. And we have,
I have a question.
yes.
As a red, like, as my character, I can, like, stealth as a bonus action. Can I dash as my action and stealth as my bonus action? Like, to just, like, stick along to the side of the rock and then let him take all the fodder?
Yeah, the only problem is stealth normally requires you to go at half speed.
I can ignore that
You can ignore it?
as a ranger in favorite terrain.
Okay, then in that case, yeah.
Cool. So I'm just gonna, let's just do it that way. He's not safe.
If you can use stealth as a bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll as you're kind of like weaving in and out of the boulders that are already there.
18.
Okay. And so Delg is taking the brunt of 2 arrows coming down at him. A 9 and a 5.
No.
So,
Blink, blink.
yep. Wow, these guys were terrible as you get to the edge. So you can go ahead and get
They're all
yourself
great against
as,
me.
as close to each other now as you want, because you
We're around the corner.
well, yeah, some of you are, but you're kind of like you in this round basically just backed up against each other. So yeah. So some of you are still kind of exposed a little bit as you enter into this round. Now, the front group part of your party is where you are increasing in elevation. So again, just using 5 feet per 5 foot area. 5 foot traveled forward, 5 foot traveled up. It's a little bit high. I'm going to adjust that to making it 65 feet above the temple, 65 feet above the top of the mine, so that your every 10 feet is 5 feet up. I think that is more reasonable.
All
I mean,
right.
you don't want to, it's better at 30-degree angle as opposed to 45-degree
Yeah,
angle.
because you're basically climbing, and that's not my intention. So it's an old path, and just passively looking at it, it doesn't look like, it's been used there's a river that's nearby, just off to your left, that is not climbing with you. It's just staying below. And actually, going further down and over and out through the valley. That's to your left, that you'll be climbing higher and higher against for at least the first part next to you.
All right.
So, at this point, we can go into initiative unless you prefer to continue this sort of movement where the front two people, have first initiative and then second and then third and then fourth. If you want to continue that way.
Seems fine until we get up to whatever we're doing.
I think until we see enemies, we should probably just keep doing that.
Okay, all right, no problem. That'll keep it simple anyway. So, as you get around the corner, and you can see the elevation going up, do you want to continue? You continuing to run at this point, dashing? Odd and bonk?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll be able to move another 50 feet up if you're staying together.
Let's swap an initiative so you're at the back, because usually you put the squishies in the middle, because then there's no one can ambush you at the back, but I don't think that's going to be a concern here.
Okay.
And above, as you're running, as you guys all come into visibility to the creatures that are above, just kind of glancing up, you can see that there are, against the dreary, overcast sky, you can see these shadowed figures that are like moving, around the rocks and the ruins of the temple, looking over this almost sheer type cliff that you're going to be climbing this roadway up to, and then they're moving, and you kind of hear the of these high-pitched dog-like sounds from above, echoing down to you.
So we can see the creatures now. Should we
Well, you
not
can vaguely
dash?
see them. So yeah.
Would that mean we can dodge now?
Move and dodge instead of dash? 65 feet doesn't seem very far.
Yeah, it's just that they're behind and they're constantly moving. So
And so are we.
yeah, but I mean they're like behind the rocks and the ruins. So you can. Is that where you want your main focus to be?
Main focus, we want to be moving forward without getting killed.
Because if you want to focus on the people ahead of you, knowing that you're following the road, then focus on whatever these creatures are up above.
Then we can't dash.
Then yes, if you want to do that.
I think we should err on the side of caution.
Bonk.
Well, I'll just do what the ghost did and hide in the trees and stealth and just.
That doesn't help us.
I know.
Now, do you have the ability to also stealth?
Yeah, because I'm favorite train mountain
favorite
as
yes,
well.
right. Okay, all right.
Where did they go? So yeah.
Bonk's flipping us
So
off
I'm
from the
not worried.
shadows.
I'm not worried about dodge. I just want to get as far up. Bonk wants to get as far up.
Okay, so Odd is
stick
going
with
to
you.
dash, or she's going to try and move and.
I can hide as a bonus action because of my ranger archetype. I don't know if you can do that.
You're not a gloomstalker, are you?
I am.
Oh, you are?
Are?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since I changed everything for minors.
All right, so they're hiding.
Yeah.
We did
With
the
the stealth
same
roll, with the stealth roll, they're presumably hidden.
we did the same character except with wildly different focuses.
You almost made the same character as me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
18 on the dice. I'm
All right.
assuming that's
So
gonna be
you
good
feel
enough.
pretty hidden.
15.
Okay. So
That's good.
even though it's a lower roll, but as you're just kind of skirting the edge of this cliff, you see that there's rocks and there's foliage and small trees and so forth. You're feeling pretty confident that you're still stealthing and you're still hidden. And what about Oddhill? Is she going to dash up, or is she going to dash and also attempt to dodge and not get hit?
She's going to also attempt to dodge.
Yeah,
She's gonna move.
Delegate's doing the same.
Okay, so they're going to move at 25. It's going to be their max rate of movement for this.
Well, then do we want to switch up the
They're gonna be
pairings?
at the back just because they're the slowest.
I mean, it can just naturally go that way.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you want.
That's
so
fine.
go ahead and move. Go ahead and make your moves for Odd, Hild, and Bonk. And
She only goes 25, right? Because it's not dash for her.
Right, so it's not Dasher because she's trying to avoid. And there are from a boulder being thrown over.
That's true.
There's an arrow that comes down at her.
And then Blanc goes. How far can Blanc go?
Disengage causes disadvantage, right?
Yeah, they have disadvantage.
Bonk can
Actually,
go
Right.
50.
you
Yeah.
can go 50.
They have disadvantage on.
So you're up to the tree.
All attacks have disadvantage.
Yeah. So 16
And I
from one arrow at Oddhild.
No.
No? Okay. All right, so the shaft manages to catch her at the end of her movement, doing 6 points of piercing damage.
It didn't.
No,
She said
didn't
no.
hit. No.
Oh, it did not hit.
No,
No.
no, it did not hit you.
Okay, got it.
Oh, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, you did it right.
Yeah.
right.
You said no. That is the correct word.
No damage.
No means no, Ravik.
yeah.
Okay, and then we have Hamel and Polaris.
We're moving up 25 and dodging if we have to.
Okay.
Hello, Cootie.
Ghost and Honeypot are going to go ahead of me and Blank.
Okay, so a rock thrown from above is not going to hit Hamel. An arrow at Polaris is not going to hit as the shaft just goes streaming by. And then Blake.
Stop!
And again, you just hear that as, and then you can hear the scurry of movement up above.
Ghost and Honeypot are going to go ahead of me and Blank.
Okay, now if you have to move through any of your friends, then remember that's difficult terrain.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Not for,
No, I mean, this
Okay.
is because you're moving through
Okay.
an ally.
cool.
That has nothing to do with the terrain.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll stop there. Then this dipshit.
Also, dipshit.
Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just shout and run the whole way.
Okay.
Well, he's dodging, but he's just like.
Oh God, he's so slow.
You're stealthing, so even with your 15, you don't draw any attacks, and the boulder that's thrown at him just goes soaring past. Okay?
He's and then deflects with the shield.
All right. And then Blake and Velalicious.
Monk is so thick.
We will be dodging as well.
Okay?
Wait,
You only have 25 movement speed?
I don't want to go any further ahead because
A boulder down at Blank, 15.
Why? With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll hit Blank.
Okay.
Can't you
4
help her?
points of bludgeoning damage as she's hit by one of the boulders, and then another boulder, not even going to come close.
has no
Velicus.
Verilicious.
What was the attack roll?
4.
No.
No.
Bludgeoning.
It's Verilicious.
On Blank. Verilicious. Velicus. Okay, so do you want to rearrange the order of people at this point? With who's, going with each other?
I think we did.
Okay,
I think at this point, like you and I, if we're going pairs, like you and I are both stealthing, and then like our NPCs are pretty much in line, and then him and then him.
Yeah, that.
Honeypot's the one that got kind of sick.
so Bonk and Ghost are at the lead now together?
Yes.
Like the good friends we are.
Okay,
We're good friends to each other.
Yes.
all right, and so that would put, who would be after Bonk and Ghost? So I'm clear on.
Polaris.
Polaris
I know.
and Pretty Girl, or Polaris and whoever.
Oddhild and Polaris.
Yeah.
Oddhild
Oddhild and Polaris.
would be next.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that?
Honeypot. and-
Blank. Oh,
Well, it probably
yeah. Honeypot. Oh no, that's not Honeypot.
like they're kind of split up. So functionally, it'd be you two, and then the dwarves are just the slowest.
Yeah.
And will last.
Okay, so next would be Blake,
Blank and
Blank and Verilicious.
Okay.
Versillimitude,
I think you're doing it on purpose now.
Vermicelli,
Okay, and then at the bring up the rear would be
Delg and Hamel.
Delg and Honeypot.
Okay.
Delg and Hamel.
All right. All right, got it. So a little bit unconventional, but we're not. I mean, we're in combat, but it's a different
We're not in
scenario.
initiative
Yeah. So we'll see. So now we're going into the third round.
All right.
Okay.
Do you want to continue with the same bonk and ghost? Roll your stealths.
Yeah, as long as we're just going up a tunnel getting rocks dropped on us, we might as well.
Well, I think we only have, don't we only have to go like another,
To get to where they are, we got to go all the way up there
are
around
we
the
more than
corner.
halfway or no?
We're about halfway.
I mean, you're assuming.
Well, we can
said
see where the
5 feet. Oh,
Yeah. But you know what's around the corner.
that's a natural 20.
nice.
Well, mine was kind of horseshit. It's a 10.
Oh.
11.
Okay. All right. So bonk, go ahead and move up to your 60 feet.
Is it 60 or 50?
Well,
50 feet. Well, no, 60 for me.
So that'd be
Bonk and
or yeah, you're a gnome
3.
ghost, so I guess you're 25 too.
30.
Wow. But the arrow that comes down at you, I don't think he's gonna hit with an 8.
No.
Okay. Oh wait, you're not dodging, are you?
No.
stealth.
Oh, it still doesn't matter. My roll was shit. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and get to the extent of your
out!
movement. See, where are you guys now? See if I can
I
find
saved him.
Very impressive. Focus on running.
There we
There
go.
we are.
And then,
Let me go to one more view. So, try it.
Where are you at? Oh, over there.
Yeah.
and
missed it.
if we get to the point where obviously Bonk will not run into the open, so if there's like a wall ending or whatever, he would just chill at the end of the wall.
Yeah, there's lots of rubble, that is like at the base of the cliff as it rises, as the trail rises, for you to kind of hide among. And plus the fact that you're kind of up against the wall of a sheer cliff with the temple above it, it lends to a better angle anyway. Why can't I get the rest of you on here? Maybe you can turn that view a little bit. And then we have, it was Oddhild and Polaris.
Yep.
Are you guys attempting to run and dodge?
I am when I get my character back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just took a tree.
Yes.
Pick one for the tree.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So she can move 25, he can move 30 because they're running and dodging.
Okay, boulder comes down at Oddhild, and it's a 12. Are you gonna miss?
Nope.
Arrow at Polaris. You're dodging?
Yes.
Okay, not gonna hit. Boom. As they continue to attempt to barrage you. And then we have Blanc and Verelicus. Same thing, dodge and run.
Yes, we're going to dodge and run.
Yep.
We are not held back by any dwarves, so we will start here. Like right up there.
Here with Blanc, 19.
Damn it.
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage, yep, 10 points of piercing damage from the arrow. This long arrow shaft. Shunk. Verelicus,
Is that how far you were? Or were you on the
6.
next one where she is?
Huh? No, that's where we are.
You guys are moving 30 though, right?
Yeah, I'm
You don't have a
moving.
dwarf with you?
I moved 30.
Okay.
I was right behind this one.
I thought you would be a square up.
25, 30. Yeah.
All right.
I'm right on the edge.
and then we have Delb and Hamel. Also doing the dodge and move.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna just make
Rock on Delb.
I'm going to be rolling real high
8
on
misses, most likely.
yeah.
And Hamel's missed also, 6. Wow, these rolls are shit.
Must be nice for everybody else.
We can have these two ditches just be parallel, just to make
All
my
right.
life easy.
Sounds good.
Now, as I
They're the cavalry.
look at the map to figure out exactly where everybody is at this point. Okay, now you guys are getting really close to the edge at this
Here, that's back to your starting position.
Okay, so yeah. As you get to that point, you are literally only 20 feet below the edge of the plateau. And you can see that in the distance, which is now right there. Although the trail narrows considerably around that curve, and you can see the Vestal River far below at this point. And even from your vantage point, just for flavor, the dark wisps of the smoking chimneys of Hohle in the distance. You round the bend and you see the ancient temple ruins, like just right there. Remnants of huge statues that once rose above them just crumbled onto the ground. They appeared vaguely dwarven in shape, but the ravages of time have wiped away any recognizable details. The temple sits on the edge of the sheer cliff overlooking the river, and the mine shaft and the rise of the trail as it kind of rounds towards you, and it ends at a series of steps leading up to the entryway of the temple itself. And that's basically that opening just beside the crumbled statue that you see there. But immediately as you get to that point, you see two fearsome creatures come bounding down the steps towards you. And at this point, we should probably go into real initiative.
Cool.
Just them? Because the rest of us are still around the corner, or all of us?
Well, no, everybody should go into initiative. Just
right.
because we're entering a combat situation. And now you guys being just a few feet below the two of you, but you're kind of backed up against it, so maybe you're not seeing too clearly yet. So we'll get to that on the next round.
They were stealthing too.
Yeah, and you're stealthing.
And on and that 20.
Yes, you are.
You had a nat 20 and you had a 15, right?
I was not exciting.
Yeah. So, let me take that into consideration as these two canine-like creatures come bounding off down the steps of the temple.
Would there be a surprise involved?
Guidance.
Okay.
You can't cast guidance. No,
I can't cast it anyway.
You're casting guidance on the player.
So they're basically like right here, like 5 feet away from you. There's 5 foot space between you and them, and they're blocking the stairway. The stairway is essentially right here, leading up, and that would be kind of your final ascent right into the temple area. And they just kind of bound down the stairs, blocking the way. There's no movement. There's no way to. There's no place to stand, really, right here at this edge, and probably only up to here, as it narrows so much at that point. And they seem to be sniffing and looking closely into the shadows and into the darkened area all around, unsure of what they thought was there. Because obviously they know you're coming up, and these two canine creatures have been sent down or have come down on their own, but they stand there uncertain as to what to do next. So anyway, as far as initiative, anybody above a 20?
20 on the dot for Elicus.
Same here.
Same bonk.
They definitely have higher dexes than me.
Okay, so for Bonk and
Actually, you and I are
Ghost, who's got the
You
higher
go
dex?
first.
You have 3
Can I
decks?
willingly let her go first? We were tied 15 to 15.
I have 16.
Okay, so for, it's going to be Ghost.
Ghost Bonk for Elicus.
Ghost and Bonk and Verelicus, right?
Yep.
Okay, and anybody at a 19? Okay. Anybody above a 15?
Hamel had a 16.
Hamel.
Hamel Honeypot.
Okay. Okay. All right. And anybody above a 10?
Oddhild at 13. Question. I have this. If I
Okay.
can
And anybody above a
action on the first
A 5.
turn of
Blank has a
combat,
5 on the
I
dot.
can make an additional weapon attack as part of the action dealing with. So if I do
If you attack.
Okay.
Form Master, because I get an extra attack
Oh,
anyway.
crap. Some of you guys
Do
are
I
low
then
than that.
do 2d8s?
What else do we have left?
Because I get an d8.
Polaris had a 4.
So do I get
Said
one?
Blanc had a 5?
Yeah.
Yes, you take the attack. Mm-hmm. And you make an
Shillelagh.
additional attack,
Okay.
which does an extra d8.
So, but I have
Yeah.
Shillelagh, so it's
Yes.
1d8 plus 3 and another d8.
Correct.
Okay.
When does this come in?
Every time you use a weapon, it's added to anything you're proficient with. So, yeah, that's normally a 0, but because you're proficient, it adds that.
Gotcha.
Your
Don't mind us. It's
your
just our little
weapons.
rules crunchy.
would normally be
Having some crunchy time.
strength, but because you're proficient in it, you add your proficiency bonus.
So it's already on here.
Yep.
It's done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And after Blanc was Polaris, right? With a 4?
Correct.
Wow. Okay. All right, it's like it's all you guys and all your
And-
NPCs.
Bob has a 1, but his movement rate is reduced to 0, and he has no attack.
Thought his name was
I
Kavar.
forgot to add. I forgot to roll initiative for Delg.
No, yeah, what's his initiative?
His initiative is 19.
Go Delg, go Delg. Polaris is waiting to see what everybody else does before he decides on his course of action.
Oh, is that how you're justifying?
Yep.
He can't wait because it's all happening at the same time.
He can roll and then just skip his turn.
That's it. Okay. All right. I think I got it ready. All right, so the creatures don't seem, these two canine creatures don't seem to see you. They're man-sized creatures, canine, snarling and yelping as they're just sniffing around. They can keep moving. They can't seem to stop. They're just like constantly in motion as they're looking around and scanning the area, as if they smell something, and they can hear the rest of you approaching, and they look like they're not sure what to do at this point. Ghost with Bonk on deck, and then Verlicus after that, and then Delb. Ghost, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. Are we hidden?
I mean, they haven't attacked you, so I mean, yeah, you feel like you're probably hidden since they haven't attacked
Cool.
you.
Okay, so for bonus action, I'll cast, Smart might be waiting, but I don't feel like it. So I'm gonna use bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the darker colored knoll.
It's not a knoll.
Or sorry, on the darker colored hyena or dog-like creature.
Okay. So what are you casting?
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's mark. All right.
Not a knoll.
So you'll need to make a stealth roll.
Okay. I'm in the. Does it still count as advantage since I'm on an earthen terrain leaning against the dirt?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna keep that 15.
Okay. All right. And so you're able to cast the Hunter's mark. Anything else? That's a bonus action, right?
That's my bonus action.
Okay.
So as my action, I'm gonna shoot with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
So that is +8 to hit.
So you're technically coming out of stealth when you attack, right?
Yes.
But we'll use your stealth roll that gets you back, presumably into stealth, right? Because or do you have to use a bonus action as a hide to hide?
Bonus action is a hide. So it's like coming out of stealth by shooting.
Okay, so you didn't need a stealth roll anyway.
Okay, cool.
All right, so because your hunter's mark is bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Cool.
As it yelps as it's hit, shocked at the hit.
Yep. Let me just check, make sure I'm not fucking anything. So I'm just gonna. So that's 1d6 plus whenever I hit it. So that's 10 plus 15. That's 15 on the first hit.
Okay, so as the shaft goes through the creature, yelping and sending it like collapses as the shaft goes through it, and just convulses on the ground, seemingly dead.
Is it still convulsing?
Yeah, I mean it's just like down, dead. Just not, doesn't seem to be a threat any longer.
Bonk, if you could clean up after this one, I'm gonna shoot the second one.
Okay.
I can't move my hunter's mark on it on this turn. Oh, did my hunter's mark go away? Because once the creature is dead,
Well, I think you get an option to move it, right?
I have the option to move it once the creature I target with reaches 0 hit points.
Okay, so then, but does it require a bonus
It would
action?
require a bonus action. I would just know if it's dead.
Yeah, so then, yeah, so you'll be able to move it next round.
Cool. So I know it's dead. Just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure
Yep,
that is
yep,
the
yep.
thing. Cool. Then I'll use the second attack that I get as part of my Gloomstalker to make another weapon attack on
The hyena?
the pale
The white one?
hyena.
Okay.
That's still kind of horseshit, but that's a 14.
14 hits.
Okay. And then this one
These things
is
are not heavily, they have no other whatsoever.
Yeah.
Natural.
that is a 6. That is 6 plus a d8 since it's our first turn in combat. So 6 plus 5 is 11.
11, okay, so just enough. As this one goes down too, yelping in pain as it convulses on the ground, then becomes still. And
Can you pulp them, please?
Are they within 5 feet of me?
no, there's 5 feet
Not
between
yet.
you and them.
I see.
There's a 5-foot space between you and them.
Gotcha.
And and then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to just take a 5-foot step back, and just have a hand crossbow out like.
You look very cool.
Thank you. I think I'm very cool. That doesn't mean I am, but I think I am. Think.
No, you killed a hyena roughly the same size
Oh,
as
I
you.
forgot to cast Shillelagh
Two of
bring
them.
up to the top of the hill.
Two of them, right off the bat.
What's
I
your
mean, I
bonus
can't
action?
do it.
Actually, there's a bonus action.
We have to
Okay.
cast it.
So,
and then-
Buck?
Gotcha.
But you can, that's
I
what
could
you think.
cast
You
it.
can cast it now as a bonus
That's
action.
it, and then it's your
Gotcha.
action.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Shillelagh,
Okay, as a bonus action, you're still hidden.
and then I'm going to come out and attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay. What are you attacking?
The only thing that's there that's still
They're
alive.
both dead.
No, they're both dead.
Oh, they're both dead. I thought
Yeah.
you said.
No.
I was like, are they still wiggling or do they?
No, I mean they just collapsed, convulsing from the arrows going through them, and
Okay.
then that was just the flavor of the kill.
So
yeah,
cool. I
okay.
just want to make it. Oh, then never mind. So
They're
you
both
can,
gone.
You
So-
don't have to do that. You can do whatever you
Oh.
want. I'm just paranoid.
Well, then I will just cast Shillelagh.
Now, let me grant you this, just in case you wanted to act on it. It's up to you. just at the top of the steps that was coming down, but didn't have the movement to come down, or chose not to come down fully, and cannot attack until its initiative, obviously. You see at the top of the steps another of the same type of creatures, but this one is much bigger. It's a larger version, and after the two smaller hyenas were shot through with the arrows, it immediately turns its attention and is staring, growling at Ghost at the moment. So if you want to make an attack on that, you can, but it's it's at the top of the steps at the entry to the
Might want to.
the temple.
it's just
So I'll put him up there so you can see
How far?
what I'm
10
talking
feet?
about. He's like right here.
So how much movement is it to get to where he is?
And what is it?
15 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 15.
All right.
You got the move.
Yeah, he's
All right, so he'll bonus action cast Shillelagh, and then I will.
Attack the creature that I've unfortunately metagamed too much at. So I hope Mike will forgive me for being a metagaming moose.
I didn't say it.
So
This
that's
time.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. Holy shit.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
If it didn't, we would all just, okay, well,
I'm going home.
we try our best.
We're done.
Turn around.
Which one is the 8d8?
That one.
So it's 1d8 plus 3.
Yeah.
That's 7. Bludgeoning.
7 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the other end because it's Shillelagh.
You get a second attack since it's your first time as a boom stalker.
Well, that too, but also at the other end of the thing anyway. But that is 16 to hit.
That hits also.
And then I get 2d8 now because of that. That's crap. 4 plus 3 still, right?
Mm-hmm.
7, another 7.
Another
bludgeoning.
7. Okay, so just slamming it twice, yelping at each hit, but it's this bulky creature seems to take the hits in stride as it just growls and just high-pitched, laughing yelp as he is now no longer looking at Ghosts, but is intently staring at you in preparation to attack. Now, once you get up there, you can see more of what's happening on the plateau with the temple. You see these tall, feral, hyena-headed humanoids that are armored in this stunted, different type of leather and plate and just a combination of all types of chain, as if they just kind of picked pieces of armors off their victim and tied them together crudely. Dirty creatures that are slavering, and some of them carry bows, some of them these massive axes, others have these long swords as they're glaring at you with these demonic looking eyes all around. And I'll start to place them as you get up there. Since you're there now, I should probably do that. Well, you know what? You're the only one that can see that, really. So we're going to go through the turn order. Verolicus.
Verolicus is going to cast False Life on himself again. As an action. Adding 5 temporary hit points. And he will start singing the song of his elvish people and engage his blade song mode.
He's
thought
going
he
to
was
engage and he's going, hop, hop, hop,
I thought he was a wizard. It sounds like a fucking bard.
30,
It's a-
35, 40. It's a wizard subclass.
Okay.
I turn around, I hear you singing, I'm like, hey!
All right. Anything else from Verolicus?
I look at you, look at the dead hyenas, and just give you. Very good. I'm trying to sing.
You're trying to sing, don't worry, it's fine.
And that brings up Delb.
Delg. He's the little orc, or the little,
Dwarf.
not the orc, the little dwarf that could. So, which one's Delg? Is he red shirt, I think he's red shirt.
He's red shirt.
Cool. Well, the red shirt's gonna just start hooping it. Gonna just dash. So that's one.
Is he taking the dodge action?
No.
Or okay, you said dash. Okay.
4,
So it's not an advantage.
6, 7,
Or not a disadvantage. Okay, he's missed by a shaft
9, 10. Gets it here.
streaking down toward him. So we get a little bit further.
Yep.
And oh no, actually there would be no. Okay, he's missed by. All right, so we got a couple things going on in between. All right, so going to the board. One of the these knolls, as you know they are already, a little slimmer than the others, and is rushing forward with an axe in hand, seemingly very dexterous as he moves towards you, Bonk, because you're the only one currently at the top. Okay, yeah, and so he's going to rush up and attack you. Now get him on the board so you can see him. There he is.
You said he's got an axe,
Yeah.
so he's gonna provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay, so he
My
comes
reach.
rushing up around to make an attack here. Oh. Ooh. This guy's technically taking 4 spaces. You're here.
Does he have reach?
But
Is he taking 4 spaces, or does just that mini happen to take
the
4?
mini, no, the mini, it's a large creature, so he's supposed to take 4.
Does he have the movement to move
Yeah,
to
he
an
does.
ally?
Well, he'd go to the base of the stairs. He's gonna do something different. Bad dex roll. Close enough. As he gets up on this, the remains of the statue right here.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll just put it there. He's able to scale the side
high ground, yeah.
and
Lots of
he'll
high
end
ground.
movement, and he'll make an attack with
Did his
this
movement
battle axe
provoke
that he's
going
wielding.
past you?
Huh? Yeah, he provokes, if he's within my reach at all, he provokes an opportunity attack at the point he enters my reach.
As a reaction?
Yes.
Okay.
15.
15, yes. He's kind of wearing a chain shirt with bones
Maybe.
hanging off
I
it.
did. Let me roll a d20.
But you did hit, so.
Oh. No, that's a 10. Sorry.
10 misses. And
Would've kept
a
that
23?
D12.
That hits.
Okay. Okay. And so he hits you with the axe. And the damage that it does is 6 points of slashing damage as the axe comes down on you.
Ouch.
And then he
I'll put this
disengages
back in a
as
second.
a bonus action.
Say it's what?
Then he disengages as a bonus action
Let him do it. He can use his bonus action, that's fine.
and moves back here. Out of your reach.
Or still.
Okay. And that's going to bring up Hamill.
Okay. Hamill's still way back there for some reason.
Taking his time.
Hamill's gonna dash up to catch up with everybody else. Never let it be said that Hamill Honeypot shirked his duties in a fight.
And you get there.
The boulder that comes down against him, well, actually, no, nothing until the round. But it'll be the next, it'll be actually an arrow. And what's he doing? Just dashing, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so the next guy is... The arrow misses. And this can bring up Oddhild.
Oddhild is going to use her 25 feet of movement.
It's
And,
like
and,
Dashing or dodging?
and dodge. No,
And dodge?
25 feet and
that's
dodging.
about as far as she gets before hitting the people. She get like here.
Okay, so dashing,
Not dashing,
She's dodging.
Or dodging?
regular movement and dodging.
Okay, so dodging, the arrow that comes down toward her misses. And that's going to bring up the large hyena, which is going to make an attack on the giant hyena. It's going to make an attack on Bork. Bonk. Jesus.
God, you're so swole. Bonk is just so swole.
He is. Okay, so attempting to bite you. 14?
Nope.
Okay. All right, so it misses since it's only attack. And I'm going to have to start populating
Yeah.
the area here in a minute.
You have to put that number 7 to use.
Yeah, but we have,
Count.
let's see. See if I can find.
This is what we call a target-rich environment.
For who? You or them?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, right now they only have one
Me
target.
to it.
Guys.
Okay. So let me look closer. We got a boulder coming down. Somebody, I just gotta see who it is. Okay, so that's is that Delb?
No,
no,
Del's
it's
with the
Hamill.
red shirt.
Camel.
Hamill, okay.
Hamill is the one in the gold.
It's gonna miss. It's gonna take care of that. And then we have,
What was that, an arrow or a boulder?
it was a boulder.
Never let it be said that Hamill Honeypot died from a boulder.
Damn straight. All right, blank.
Heal
Blank
bot.
sleep.
Let's just go with Blanc. Blanc is going to do what she does best and heal herself. But a
Really?
Cock dice. She's almost dead.
That's our healing you're wasting over there.
But come on. It's
Well, she
one
can't
hit,
do any of it if she goes down.
One hit point is all that matters.
If she had bought healing scrolls and potions, she could.
Flying potions.
And then she is going to move 30 feet. I can't really see her. Can you move 30 feet?
She's moving up and dodging.
She can't dodge. She used her action to cure wounds.
So you can get like. Awesome. Love it.
Okay, is
Get
that it
like
for her?
here.
Okay. That's what she'll do now. What was that?
That's it for her?
That's it for her.
Okay.
This is what I call target-rich environment.
All right, so Bork. Bonk. God,
Bonk.
They don't really have AoEs though.
as you're standing there, a very magnificent, huge figure
That does actually look pretty,
of a
pretty
knoll
rad.
comes out. And you got a little bit of,
So he's gonna shoot me through his friend?
yeah, you got a little bit of
Sure.
cover there. You do. You have
He's a
about
large
3/4 cover there. So we're going to increase your AC by, was it 2 for 3/4? And it's going to take a shot at you, maybe more than one, but he's very imposing and he's like, "Arr, arr." You can see he's like barking orders in this strange barking high-pitched language that they're using. And the other ones you can see that are kind of, shifting and moving.
3/4 is plus 5.
5?
Yep.
Wow, okay.
Come over and say it to my face.
Holy shit. So,
Now roll a natural 1 and hit your ally.
it can happen.
The danger of ranged weapons.
Okay, so 2 shots. Shoo, shoo, one right after the other. Wow. So, even still, 23.
That's still on the nose.
So it hits in the 20, so it's going to miss. So one shaft miraculously gets through, and the other one does not. The damage that it does from that attack with its longbow is 10 points of piercing damage. Shunk. To hit you center mass.
Guys. Okay.
You should have waited for it.
No.
And
Bonk's gonna bonk. Yeah.
okay, it's going to be it for him. Okay, Polaris.
Okay. Polaris is going to dash up.
That's 5. I think that's 6.
Well,
Can you,
then
can you
dashing.
turn
Yeah,
the?
he's dashing.
You can turn the map so you can.
no, she's moving me.
Six,
That's
then
fine.
Okay.
1,
If you can see.
and then like 6 is here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like your full movement gets you right here. That's as far as you can go.
Sounds good.
That's with a dash.
Yes.
So I know it's a steady incline. He can still hit the large hyena from there, right?
Well,
Map it's a level below.
well, not
but,
now because I dashed.
Well, I know not now, but I'm.
But I'm in range.
But you mean from this point? He's literally at the edge of the stairs, and so this stairway would be a 5-foot incline.
Okay.
So he'd have to move one more,
Okay.
literally up and over just to get him. So 5 feet away,
Okay.
out of your range. That's it. And there is an arrow attack coming at you. You did not dodge, right? You were in your dash.
I did.
Okay. So,
But it's still my turn?
Oh,
or
sorry.
was it a held action?
no.
Oh, good.
Thought you were done.
Nope.
Bonus
I
action.
am not. I am going to bonus action Sanctuary on myself.
Okay, so it has to make a, what is it, con or
Wisdom.
Wisdom. And it's gonna fail.
Has to choose a new target or lose the attack.
Okay, it's definitely gonna, it's got other targets to choose. This one is focused on people coming up the incline. So you got here.
And we
Ghost
got,
is hidden.
we got red shirt.
Well, I'm gonna say red shirt.
Please, God.
That's Delb, right?
Who attacked
Yeah.
me? The one with the 7?
No.
We're working on it.
Yeah, once you get above.
No, I understand that, but I'm just trying to look at line of sight. If I could only be hit once I hit the stairs.
Oh, it's more like if he was. We're assuming order of events is just like it happens at the end of your turn.
16.
Yes.
16
that
on
hits.
Delb?
Yeah,
Okay.
Del does not have high AC for some reason.
Ooh.
It's focused on mobility.
Okay, so 9 points of piercing damage from a shaft. And then going back to Blanc, who was running earlier, a boulder comes down at her. She was dashing, right? She wasn't.
She healed.
She healed and she
Okay.
ran. She did not. She
Oh.
didn't dash.
So 23,
That'll hit.
and the boulder does
We lose heal bot.
only 3 points of damage, bludgeoning damage.
That's good.
And then we got another runner. Let's see what he's gonna rush up and make an attack. Well, maybe not make an attack. We'll see. This runner, he's pretty dexterous. Dexterous. But is he that dexterous? He is. Let's see what happens. 10, 20, 30.
You're gonna have to make a save,
Yeah.
or else he keeps running and falls off the mountain.
It falls off the edge of the mountain. Okay, so yeah, these seem to be by far the most dexterous creatures as they come rushing up haphazardly. Kind of.
Can you get that attack anytime somebody comes in range? Or
Yes,
only,
every time.
Or is it a reaction?
It's a reaction.
Oh, it's a reaction.
Oh,
So technically, anytime something comes in range, but
the first time.
Oh, easily. Okay, so it's going to make an attack on Bonk. With his battle axe and making 2 attacks on Bonk. One is a 9.
Nope.
The other one's a 23.
Yep.
Okay, so damage you take from.
Hang on, how close is Bonk to me?
like 20, probably like 15 feet.
No, never mind.
Only 6 points of damage. Slashing damage from that strike.
Are we still in the first round of initiative?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still trying to get out of the first round of initiative. That's actually going to end the round as he also is able to disengage and moves himself back over here.
I love how all these
Right, that's
creatures are
40, right?
disengaging from the person that
40
used their
feet of
reaction already.
What's that?
He has 40 feet.
Hold on, that's a good point.
Because it took you 30
10,
feet to
20,
get there.
30. Yep, that's a good point. Thank you. Let me double check because he may be out. No, he's out. He cannot disengage. He cannot disengage. So, yep. Thank you for that reminder. So we're at the end of this round. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and I'm going to go ahead and populate the map so it's a little bit more clear what's happening as these creatures are. You're all kind of converging within the same space. But you're not that close at this point because some of them have distance to move. So let's take a quick break and we'll be back in just a minute.
2 and
Welcome back, everyone. We're in part 2 of our episode tonight, and hopefully going to get it done as a one-shot. And we're going to be at the top of the turn order as the group is finally making their way toward the apex of this plateau, where they've discovered that it's a band of gnolls, a small band of gnolls, that have somehow come to this place.
Small, he says.
Claimed it as their own, at least for now. And that's what they're up against. So, we're at the top of the order with Ghost. Mm-hmm. You are still hidden, correctly?
I'm not.
No, you're not. Okay, no, you're out in the open. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna steal the map real quick.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna... 1, 2...
See if I can find a better angle.
Gonna move up here. Bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on number 4.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my hand crossbow and I'm
runner?
gonna shoot him.
Okay. Number 4, is he the one at the staying at the top?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make your attack.
All right.
He's one of those very dexterous creatures.
So it's probably high AC, and that was horseshit. That's a 13, I think. Wait 1 sec, let me just make sure I don't get a bonus to that because of Hunter's Mark. I don't think I do.
No, I don't think so. Well, do you have
It's going to do
advantage?
advantage, right?
Yeah, it's damage. It has a D8 of damage.
Oh, that's right.
So it just adds damage, and I just know where it is. I have advantage on finding it.
Okay.
So 13 hit.
Misses.
Cool.
These two, we'll call them havoc runners, are a little bit more dexterous than the others. They're wearing like chain shirts, or elements of it anyway. They give them a little additional protection.
Cool, and I'm
Seems a
gonna
rather specific thing to call them. Most people would be like, we'll call these big gnolls, we'll call these little gnolls, we'll call these havoc runners.
Havoc runner.
Just for identification. That's how
Cool,
they
and,
do it.
and then I'm gonna just take the rest of my turn to go back flush against the wall.
Okay.
So
Are
that's
you
my
gonna- Did you use a bonus action already?
bonus action was move the Hunter's Mark.
Okay, yes. Got it.
Okay, so someone else goes.
All right, that's going to bring up Bonk with Verilicus on deck.
I suggest you go after a Havoc Runner first.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll go.
On me, heroes!
Number 4.
Number 4, is that what he is?
See if you could like push him off the cliff.
And he's like right at the top of just straddling the ruins
And I'm
over
gonna roll
you.
the right die this time. And I'm gonna hit him with my shillelagh quarterstaff. That is a 13.
No.
Oh.
Alright, so I'll try it with the other end of the quarterstaff. That's better. That's an 18.
18 hits. So the first one he twists out of the way, but the second one you hit him with the back slap shot. Doing
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
okay. All right, so as he gets hit, and it still seems pretty strong. Not affecting him too much. Anything else from Bonk?
No.
Let's bring up Verilicus with Delb on deck.
Gotcha.
I continue singing this beautiful elven melody that would be impossible to replicate. And I'm gonna get right behind my friend Polaris. My whip wreathes in flames as I fling it across the top of his head towards this ugly beast.
Number 4 also?
No, the big guy in the middle.
This is gonna be
Oh.
Green Flame Blade.
The giant hyena?
Yes.
Oh, you use a whip?
Yep.
Watch me whip.
And watch me. That's a 21 to hit,
That hits.
and it's going to be 4 points of slashing damage.
Oh, and green flame. And
And this guy is going to take 4 points of fire. As
Which
the,
guy?
the guy right
Number
behind.
Number 7.
Oh, number 7?
sorry.
Okay, the runner there. 5 points of fire damage?
So
It's like
basically,
flash damage?
yeah, it basically the flame as it strikes against the hyena, it's going to animate and leap over onto his ally.
Okay, so the large hyena, as it gets hit, it yelps, but it's kind of a yelp of, this happens all the time. All right, whipping, fuck you. But the other guy behind him, the other gnoll is like, as the fire comes flaming up and seems, a little bit taken aback. Let's delve with hunter number 5 on deck.
Delk is looks like he's the archer of the two of them.
He does have a longbow.
Yep. So he's gonna.
Just make sure you find line of sight.
Yep, right here. I got line of sight on. I'm gonna have him shoot the guy I was trying to kill earlier. Number 4.
Number 4? Okay.
Way in line of sight.
The Havoc Runner up there?
Havoc
Yeah,
Runner up
he's
there.
boldly standing there.
Yep.
Such a good disengage away.
So this is +4 to this roll. Oh man, it was almost a natural 20, but instead it's a 2.
A 2.
A 2.
Nope.
And then he's gonna.
Does he have 2 attacks?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He's a champion fighter. He's just gonna stand there with the longbow,
Yeah.
looking all proud for defending his home, as the knoll just like tilts its head.
Right out of the way.
He's too focused on looking cool.
He thinks he's the coolest thing. He thinks he's hot shit.
Okay, so that's going to bring up Hunter number 5, the Havoc. Or no, that's Hunter number 5. This fellow over here. Oops. They're all starting to change their positions.
Anyone prep a necklace of fireballs?
I bought the 4-bead one.
What? Fuck you. All right, so this guy moves himself into position and takes a shot at Bonk. I don't know why I want to call you Bork. You still have cover though, +5, right?
Yep.
So, damn. I'm gonna have to put a large fucking hyena there.
That's why I'm not shooting it.
Yay. All right, so he's making his attack. 9, not gonna do it.
Nah.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna take care of him, and then we have runner number 7. Let's see, and this is gonna be Hamel on deck. Havoc Runner, just this guy right here. He's got nowhere to go. 10, 15, 20. He's gonna make. Whoa! He's gonna make a dexterity.
Well, clearly he already failed. He keeps.
Oh, he's standing there.
Are you sure?
We think so.
Can you make that save?
I think he falls down the mountain.
We're gonna find out. And so anyway, he's there. I'm gonna make an attack on Polaris if he makes a save. Yeah, he does. So he's making that attack.
Before he rolled. Wasn't that amazing?
Right?
19 hit.
Clangs off his shield harmlessly.
For 19, really?
Yep.
Okay, all right, so there's still a moment of satisfaction as it drives into the flesh,
Withered flesh.
withered flesh, as it were, and probably killing the zombie.
Blades do have damage. Undead.
Well, 10 points of damage.
Yeah, it's not dead.
Okay.
It just
Still
screams
undead.
in pain.
As you like.
Well, it moans because it doesn't have a tongue.
Hamel.
Hamel is going to. I can't see Hamel from over here. Move him up as close as he can get.
1, 2, 3.
You can rotate them up.
No, it's fine.
Woo?
I don't care enough.
5. It doesn't.
It's just an NPC.
Dash or a move does not get him there. It gets him like.
Where would a dash get him?
Dash gets him wherever you want. Your gold.
Dash will get him. Dash, he'll climb that last 5 steps.
Okay, he's gonna get right up in there.
Awesome.
Never let it be said Hamel Honeypot didn't dash.
I like to
Okay,
hear it.
I'm just gonna bring up Hunter number 1. As he moves himself into position. Where's number 1? Or just turns around, or the fuck he is. There he is. Just turns around. Still seeing this enormous figure right there with a little bit of cover. He's moved out of that range, so you're probably about half cover at this point, which is what, +3?
+2.
+2? Okay. And making a shot
Who's gonna take a shot?
at Bonk.
Bonk.
2 shots actually. So, 8 and a 6. Son of a bitch. So,
Nope.
phew, phew, both of those go flying by. And that's going to bring up Oddhilt.
Oddhild is going to. Where does Dash get her?
Dash gets her wherever you want.
Yeah.
Then that's her action, right?
Yeah, then she doesn't get to do anything.
Like a dash could get her like to here. Like that's where a dash could get her.
All right, we'll go for it. She needs to get up. That's it.
Okay. So I
She's
think
on
we're
the
Oddhilt.
stairs.
I'm on.
So she's on the stairs too?
Yep.
All right, so that's going to bring up Hunter 2, Null 9, Large Hyena. Okay. As they make their attacks.
Is that this fucker?
Hunter 2, is that number 2?
No, it's not.
And 2 is here, is also turning to make an attack on Bonk. Hyena is going to make an attack on Delb? Or who's that?
That's Hamel.
Hamel. Going to make an attack on Hamel. He just presented himself right there. And then rule number 9. He was throwing rocks earlier. Oh, he's right here. Okay.
That's the one you just turned. I think he's going to have number 7 in between him.
Yeah, number 7 is literally in the way.
Yep.
That's like full cover because these are giant hyenas.
It
Well,
really is.
you guys are also. He's also standing on here, like literally. Oh shit! I'm knocking everybody out.
Well, I mean, if you keep,
So it's
if
like
you,
cover and a half cover.
it's cover and a half.
So
Well,
it's
he didn't have the reach to hit
negative
you.
12 to hit.
Yeah, he didn't have the reach to hit you. God damn it!
If you get cover and a half, then that means that you heal, right?
I didn't mean me. I meant if he's shooting at Bork.
So he's still standing up there on that.
Bork.
I'll put that back later if he moves. He's not gonna be able to get to
He has
anybody,
a
but he's
throw
going to move
You said.
here. Oh, 25. So this guy's holding. You're kind of on the stairs here, right? Okay. All right. So then, large hyena attacking Hamel. Right.
Goldie.
That's what it looks like.
Okay. And so it's happening right now with a bite, basically. 14.
Harmlessly against his chainmail.
Okay. And then we had the 1 arrow attack against Bonk with +2 cover, right?
Yeah.
All right. And no, actually 2 arrow attacks. 18 and a 16.
Nope.
Both a miss.
Correct.
More shafts go. Just filling the air with shafts tonight. And that's gonna,
Question.
Yes.
If cover gives a +2, suppose the 18 would have hit, but because of the cover it missed. Does the arrow hit the cover?
Not necessarily.
I think it does.
You just missed.
I think that arrow goes into the other
If
hyena.
it were a 1, I would definitely consider that. But we have to consider that they're at least somewhat skilled. Okay, so blank.
Matt LeBlanc.
Bonk. I am going to unleash my word of healing.
Yay.
Word.
Word up.
Heal bot, activate.
It's almost like Guts is here in the room. I mean, it's so
7 points
weird.
of healing.
Thank you. I'm feeling better.
Not dead yet.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
I get by with a little help
Is that it from
my
Blanc?
friends.
No,
That was a
Blanc.
bonus action. She'll take a dodge action.
Okay, in case she's attacked.
Yeah.
All right, so the massive Knoll and the great white fur cloak, the pack lord of this group, takes aim at Bonk once again.
Which one?
2 arrows come streaming forth from the creature.
Oh, so I still have cover. Wait, how much cover do I have now?
Is it 3/4?
Well, you are
Because
behind
that
a-
big fucker.
Yeah.
It is behind a huge creature.
And another one next to him.
No, he's going to do something different. You're going to hear him shout, "Oh!" And as a reaction,
I speak no. What's he say?
did you not speak Knoll? Nobody was expecting Knolls for this.
I do not speak no.
I pick languages at random. There is a chance I speak
Number 4 is the fellow that's just like hovering over Bonk. As a reaction, strikes down with inspiration at you with his great axe. Wow. So that would be a 20.
That hits.
Not that. That hit?
Yep.
Okay. And the damage from that strike is 6 points of slashing.
How are you looking?
I'm okay-ish. I mean, not great.
That's it for that. So Polaris, you are up.
Okay.
Let the combat begin.
I got 15 hit points left, but
Polaris is going to cast Bless on you, and you, and you, which means for the next minute, any attacks or saves you make have a D4 added.
Sexy.
Concentration, right? So,
Yep.
Okay.
And for my move, I'm gonna move
You're surrounded on all sides, man.
all sides, even in front of me.
Yeah.
I can't move straight up.
Nope. There's this.
No,
To
that's.
the left, you jokers to the right.
But I mean, one step up puts me on the same step as the hyena, right?
Yeah, but he's taking up those 4 squares.
news.
You're not moving, man.
Gosh. Oh gosh, these are poorly balanced.
I mean, if you want to come level to him,
Yeah, I'm trying to want to come level,
But he is occupying the squares at the
I can't
left.
get past him though. Through these two.
no, it's yeah. There's you'd have to go through.
What about on the side of this one?
Let me take a closer look at what you're looking at. So I'm. Okay, so where are you trying to get?
We're playing stuff deck.
Up here somewhere.
Okay, so
Ideally,
technically all
Here.
4 of these spots are taken. This guy is taken. You can't remove that. He's standing on the
See,
rubble.
but that was my point earlier. If he's technically taking up all 4 of those, she had more than +2 cover.
No, but this guy's like right here. Technically, I guess is where he really is. But we're putting him here. So no, there's no way. The only thing that you might be able to do is climb here, but it's like the base of the statue. You'll be like clinging to it if you want to try that.
But he can't attack the hyena from where he is because
Well, I
that's
can't.
the stairs
Yeah,
I
leading
can't
up.
attack
Yeah.
now because I just cast a spell.
Yeah,
Oh.
but yes, he could otherwise attack the hyena. Any of these,
Yeah.
hyena or the other knoll. So really, your only option is to like diagonal climb up onto this.
And this way, there, here, so I can't. All right, I'll just stay where I'm at. I reckon.
Yeah, because you're literally like a step below him. It's not as dramatic as it looks there, but yeah, you're literally just a step below him.
All right. I reckon I'm done.
It's hard to do stairs. Okay, so that's going to bring up Hunter 3, Knoll 6, and Havoc Runner 4.
There you go, Camille.
7, okay, that's 4. It's 9. Okay, 6, this guy. And then we have the Havoc Runner.
Are you sure you didn't take
This guy right here. I think.
fireball? Next
No,
level fireball.
no.
I am sure, sadly.
Yeah, we had to stop abusing that at some
364.
point.
It's called the win button, and we have to stop pressing it because then Rabbit can balance on encounter maybe.
You mean like sending us against this Stribulek or whatever it was?
The fuck is 4?
I'm convinced that was punishment
Or
for the
is it
fireball beam.
Absolutely, it
This
was.
is 9, 6.
There is no 6.
Why is 6 afraid of
Plus
that?
9, this is 6. Or those. Oh, this is 6. Okay. But he can't do anything. All right, so really it's 4 and 3. So 4 is gonna try to hit Bonk, and
Bork.
Bonk, and then 3 is really you can't even see the little dwarf behind him, so it's gonna be on Bonk too. With
3/4 cover, I'd argue, because of
Keep
all the.
closer to me.
He's got 2 giant hyenas creatures between him.
He does.
It's technically a large creature.
But then there's another one, right? There's
There's two right in
like
front of him.
3 whole creatures blocking his line of sight.
All right, I'll give you 3/4 coverage. So the hunter attacking. Wow, number 1 is a 1
Oh, who'd he hit?
with the first attack.
Did he hit the big one or the one next to him?
if he hits, it's a piercing attack. Where's my 30s? I just hadn't done 30 in so long. 23.
Come on. You're using allies as cover. You gotta hit an ally.
All right, so okay, all right. Then the second arrow attack on Bonk was a 24.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 7 points of damage, piercing damage from that second arrow. The first arrow does in fact hit the large hyena, and a little bit surprised as he gets hit.
Smoke 2 opportunity attacks.
Yeah, there's that.
Disengage.
That's true.
If you wanted to.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, so the hyena's going to take a little bit of damage. Okay, so it yelps and kind of looks back and growls as its comrade, who just nailed him with a fucking arrow. He's bleeding profusely now from all the strikes and hits. And then we have the Havoc Runner, who's making an axe attack on Bonk as well. And that's going to end the round. And that's going to be 2 axe attacks. So, discarding the 30 for now. Probably not going to hit 10 and a 16.
No.
So both strike, miss. And we're back at the top of the round with Ghost.
Cool.
Bonk on deck.
Gonna move up a little bit. Then gonna shoot at number 4.
Okay, the Havoc Runner up
What-
top.
Yeah, the Havoc Runner up top with my bless. Gonna shoot it with my hand and crossbow.
Okay,
Okay, that is a 19. Does a 19 hit?
yeah, it does.
Good.
Yep, just bursting through his chain shirt. What are you hitting with?
Hitting him with my +1 crossbow.
Okay.
And crossbow. Since it's hunter's mark, so that's 2d6 + 4.
All right.
He's picturing this gnome going into bullet time.
So that's 10.
10, okay, good
Then I'm
shot.
going to use my bonus action, since I have crossbow expert, to shoot it with my hand crossbow.
Okay.
Uh, 18.
18 hits.
Woohoo. And then that one is only 9.
Only 9, okay. Okay, he's still up, but he's kind of staggering up there, bleeding profusely from all these shots he just got hit with. His evil gaze just turns towards you. Anger
I wave.
boiling within.
I smile and I wave and I take like another step back into the side again.
Okay, Bonk.
I'm gonna disengage and move towards my buddy. Who keeps yelling that he can.
You're gonna disengage and then move to Healbot.
What did you say? Closer to Polaris or closer to who?
Whoever you want.
Closer to any of
There's a
us.
spot in between all of us.
Yeah.
Just
On the
there.
other side, if
I'm
you
over
want.
here.
That way he'll buck and reach him.
Yeah, it's only difficult terrain if you're going through
I'll just be over here next to
somebody.
you. All right.
Yeah, like,
It's tight
Yeah.
up there. It's tight up there, guys.
well, you've been taking all the hits. Brelicus with Delvin deck.
Berlicus will take his flaming whip once again. Green flame blade. In this case, green flame whip.
Remember to add a +4.
Thank you
A
very
D4.
much. I will do that. And
Yeah, but
I
he's
will
gonna
need
roll a
it.
4 on it.
Well, we were
That's
anticipating.
probably won't hit either way with an 11. I rolled very low.
Number 4, no, he's the one with the chain shirt.
The hyena. The big hyena.
Oh, the big hyena. That might. Would you roll 11?
11 total.
That is naturally armor.
No, just barely.
Yeah. I am going to extend my free hand to Alhilda?
All hills.
All healed.
Would you like to be a hero? Will you accept my power?
Give it to me.
I'm gonna cast Dragon Breath on.
Give it to me, baby.
You tell me like Polaris. Later at the tavern.
Yeah, you can literally breathe like a dragon.
Yeah, so for the next minute, as an action, Altilda can do a 15 feet cone breath weapon attack.
Holy
It's a
shit.
dex saving throw, DC 14 for 3d6 fire.
She's eyeing you now. She's like, hey, thank you.
As green flames whip around my wrists, connect to yours, and you feel almost like acid reflux.
It's almost like her one.
Nice.
Her allegiances has changed. Is that it for real?
That is it for
And Del.
Veronicus.
Okay. Del is gonna try and look like even more of a hero, and he'll steal like a boss and try to take out number 4.
Okay. The runner up there is just holding his ground, barely.
Yeah, like right there, so she should.
Oh, yeah, I think
the guy in the
21 in.
Yes, yes. Wow,
That's
yes.
Hamel.
Wow. He's kind of in the way.
Ooh,
If Hamill moves,
hefty. That's a
he's at the
9.
end of the turn.
What damage?
You can
9 do it?
I think.
No, he's still up. It's not looking great at this point, but he's still up.
He can move.
Cool, and then
She could
since
shoot it
and then
at all
Mr.
of them,
Longbow
right?
is gonna take
Or not.
a few steps back again, just so that way he's not in direct line of
I've
sight
got
of all
your
these other
counter, by the
fucking
way.
longbow users.
Okay.
All right, that's my hero. Who else wants to go?
Okay, then we have number 5, Hunter, and number 7, Runner. See if they can do anything from their current position.
5 can't shoot anything unless he can magically see through.
Well, he's going to move, probably.
Number 7 though can just like go reach right down.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to attack Polaris. Number 5. Okay, so he'll have a shot at this fellow.
With
and,
cover.
Yeah, with lots
That's like
of three-quarter cover.
100% cover. How tall is he?
No. How tall is he? No.
And that's a huge, it's a huge creature blocking him that takes up all 4 squares.
To be fair, it's large.
He'll get three-quarter cover on that. So 2 shots against, that's Hamel, right?
That's Hamel.
Yeah.
Okay, oh. So the first shot is not great. Probably going to miss. That's a 13.
Misses.
Remember at 5
The
is the
second
AC.
one's a nat 20. So it's going to hit. And the damage that does is 11 points of damage.
He is going to use one of his Battle Master things to use a superiority die and reduce that by 9 points.
Okay, wow, so only 2 points of damage. But as it finds a chink in his armor, worms through his gutty flesh, through the sinew, nicking the spinal cord, spasming in pain. He's stunned until the end of his next turn, so he's gonna miss his turn this round.
Well, isn't that
your next round.
convenient? He was just about to win this battle for us.
It's the roll. And then the Havoc Runner making an attack, battle axe attack, 2 on Polaris.
Oh,
What?
now go
Who
ahead.
just used a reaction, right?
When did Polaris use a reaction?
Who was the use the reaction?
I haven't.
No, that was Hamel, right?
None of us have used a. Oh, that was Hamel's reaction to his being attacked. Yeah.
Yes, okay. All right, so the runner on Polaris. Oh, not good. 13 and 14. Probably both missed.
Both miss.
Oh, these guys suck. The Hamel is still stunned, so he's going to skip his turn, go to the Hunter, number 1. That's going to make an attack on Hamel. No, he's going to have to move. Going to move him right up here. Going to make an attack on Hamel. And it's going to be, even though he's stunned, it's still going to be a cover, and I'm not going to give him advantage. So, so +5 to his AC. Still going to be pretty close.
What is it?
A 19 and a 23.
Both will miss
Both will miss because of his cover.
because of his cover.
Okay, good. All right, so that takes care of him. That brings up Oddhild.
Oddhild has a 15-foot cone of fire breath now.
Apparently.
Literally, you could roast these two. She could stand up and she could roast these fuckers. I kind of want you to kill number 4.
Yeah, she
But
can-
This guy's large size, right?
5 feet high.
And all 3 of them, can she?
Yeah.
If this guy's large size, because he's taking up those 2 backspaces.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
taking up all 4 of those spaces.
She
Without hitting ammo.
Yeah, you could get, because it's a cone, so we would get the 2 backspaces of this guy, him and him. Not to,
No, that's why I want to hit the most people I can.
So stand up.
So wherever she is, she's 5
Go
feet
right
higher, so-
and go up where you were before.
So basically, you're coming up to the top of the stairs, level with them. You can stay in front if you want, or however you want to position yourself. And that's
Now, how could I not come up to the top of the stairs?
because
Because
Bonk
Bonk
was
was
standing
there.
there.
yeah.
Bonk moved.
And that's just a convenient spot. Actually, you were like just a step below. Anyway, is that a dex save?
Yes, dex save DC 14.
Okay, and who's saving besides the large hyena?
It's going to be
Number
large.
7. Number 7 and number 9 or 6.
Hyena saves,
Yeah, I don't know if that's a 9 or...
and the 9 has the dot under it. The 6 does not.
So 6.
Okay, and then we have just a regular
Roll your
roll
damage.
there. Number 6
3d6.
that fails,
And number 7.
and number 7,
Yep,
which is
3 of
a
those.
havoc runner. So that one.
I just realized you
14.
have like 4 sets
the
of
DC?
pink dice.
14.
Okay, so those 2 save.
Beautiful.
What was the damage?
16.
16, so half damage.
Wait, but also
On a pass, they take half.
she doesn't have less. That doesn't matter, right? So it's 16.
And
All right.
they
So
don't matter for
16
damage.
on a fail, 8 on a success.
Collection for
Okay.
attack rolls and saves.
So the large hyena is like just, as you can see, what kind of breath weapon? Fire?
Fire.
Okay, it
It's
explodes over them.
reclaimed.
Is kind of staggered, but he's still like standing as his
made
flesh,
your hero.
fur is burning.
Happy.
And then number 7 also saved. As he yelps from the fire, and then number 6.
Yep.
No, okay, he did not save, taking 16, and he's almost floored by it, but just barely able to stand up against the heat of the flame. Anything else from Hamel? Or no, Oddhild. Is that it?
I'll keep track of the time limit on that, but...
I've already got a counter here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so that brings up hunter number 2.
I'm literally running the counter for all my.
Hunter number 2, the large hyena and the gnoll. So the gnoll's the large hyena is gonna attack Oddhild. And after just being incinerated, making a bite attack against her. Oops, not with a D30. Nat 1, missing.
Ooh, what's he do?
Don't forget that D30, Mr.
Yeah.
Spinal Damage.
Number 2.
It's a bite attack. So does he hit the rock? Does he bite number 4?
Okay, so it drops the large hyena to the bottom of the order. So that's bad timing. Okay, and then we have hunter number 2 and Knoll number 9. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do anything. I know 2 will. 2 making us probably striking Bonk again.
Nope, I'm gone. Monk is gone.
Who's that?
That's
Oddhild.
Oddhild.
Yeah, so where's 2? 2 must be this one, okay. Well, there's a lot of shit to shoot through.
2 can't shoot jack shit.
Yeah, I can.
Are those all normal sized gnolls?
Yeah, they're big gnolls.
Gnolls are big.
You know, he's gonna come right here and take a shot at Bonk. Motherfucker! Standing the biggest motherfucker right there.
That's because the mini looks that way.
Well, but he's still big. He's huge.
Lars is right there too.
No, he's kind of over here. And you got number 7 on him.
He aims his bow at Polaris, realizes how much armor is there, and then just moves it slightly to the left.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. And then no number 9, I don't think he can do shit right now. He's just like in the fucking way. Yeah. 9. Oh, he's way over here. Let me get him moved up anyway. This is like becoming just a huge
Pile up.
cavalcade of
More
piles. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how there's like 75% of the map we haven't used.
Okay, you can get right here. You can throw a rock later. We'll see. All right, so that those 2 attacks, 2 arrow attacks on Bonk. A 20 and a 5.
The 20 is going to be reduced by 10 points.
Did the 20 hit?
No. Oh, yes. Yes, 20
Okay.
hits.
All right. So 9, and now I'm reduced by what?
10.
10 points.
How do you get?
Because I have interception of anybody that's within 5 feet of me.
Is Bonk within 5?
As
Yeah.
a matter of fact, Bonk just happened to move back into my 5-foot range.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bonk backed up.
Right there. See?
So
Don't be.
And you haven't used your
don't make the
reaction?
game.
I have not.
Don't need to
All
play
right,
the game.
all right. Nope, no, that's fine. That's how it works. Blanc. Blanc.
Oh, I'm sorry. God, I'm using Ryan 2 characters. She goes to heal Bonk, and then Bonk almost gets shot and deflected. I am going to heal your wounds.
Thank you. Thank you.
10 plus 5, 15 points.
Yay.
That's pretty nice.
She dropped a 2nd level spell on that one.
Anything else from Blanc?
What's that? I can't.
Nope, that was an action.
You want to
Me.
convert some sorcery points into spell slots?
I forgot I could do that. Yes.
You can do that as a
Blanc.
bonus action.
Yeah. Blanc will do, as her bonus action, convert sorcery points into spell slots, because I've just been reminded of that.
3, so that's...
Okay. So the Pack Lord once again yelps at his troops ahead of him. And number 7, filled with inspiration, makes a strike down at Polaris.
All right.
Oh. You see where we are with that. A 24.
That will hit.
Okay. So
Oh, I
as he
see.
strikes down, driving deeply, 11 points of slashing damage.
How much?
11 points of slashing damage.
20.
Got these guys too piled up. They can't use their movement.
Hey, you're the one who designed the map.
I know. Polaris,
Okay.
you may respond.
I would love to. Polaris is gonna reach a hand over, and as my action, I am going to lay on hands to 13 points to Bonk.
Okay.
Oh, that brings you all the way up to your maximum hit points.
Oh. Okay,
this is
good. Thank you.
You're so sweet.
Can you tell that they know each other?
Well, she just healed her too.
Favoritism.
I mean, he did distract everyone like this.
Do you want a better look? Here, let me give you the map.
No, I still can't move up anywhere.
Yeah. Any bonus actions you want to do?
Nope.
I still have a cone of fireball.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
lasts
for a
a minute.
minute.
So 10 rounds. You're not going to have to worry about that for a while.
You're just gonna open your mouth again when Hildy's up.
All right,
So-
bringing up the end of the round, 3, 6, and 4.
That was my action.
Are you going to do anything else?
Nope.
So 4 attacking Oddhild, 3 and 6. 6 is just like,
Didn't 6 already do his
No,
turn
he
and
didn't.
get shoved at the bottom of the round?
that was the thing that 6. No, 6. No, still too far away. And 4, which is one of these archers, I think. Where are you? What's been going on with 8? He's just sitting there the whole fucking time, not doing anything.
Okay.
I gotta find out what's going on with him.
He just woke up. He was having a good nap.
No, I got him in the order. Somehow I keep missing him.
He's like the cross-eyed hyena from Lion King, where he just...
Okay, 4. Okay, 6. Oh, and 3. Okay, so 3 is right here somewhere, I think.
Is this guy 3?
Yep. Okay, so he's going to move up and he's going to throw a boulder over on. Are you hidden?
No, I'm not hidden.
Okay.
I'm just close. I'm just trying to stay out of line of sight just because it's kind of hard to see someone who's that short and that far down behind this fucking wall that's taller than he is.
Yeah. Well, it's not all exactly to scale, but the so the Knoll's trying to throw a rock over on Ghost.
I argue I have cover just by the fact that you can't see Jack.
17.
Yeah, that
Does
is.
Ghost have cover from the wall?
Yeah, does Ghost have cover from the
No,
wall?
he's like up on the wall, like standing on the side of the wall, throwing it over, and 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Mm-hmm. And then the runner number 4 is taking a strike at Oddhild. 2 strikes with the axe. That's a 18 and an 8.
18 hits.
Okay, so the damage from the first strike is 6.
But it is reduced by 4.
How long does that last the whole fucking turn?
No, but I just had my turn, which means now I have another
Yeah.
reaction.
But
Okay,
on
alright.
hill, not bonk.
Oddhild, yes.
She's up on the stairs.
But she's within 5 feet of me.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason I'm standing right in the middle of everybody.
Gotcha. All right, so what did you say?
So reduce it by
Reduce
4.
it to nothing. Oh, by 4? 7.
Yeah.
7 down to 3.
Okay.
Or is it great?
Okay.
Or is it great?
And
It's not an aura.
No,
I know, you don't have an aura, but it's you
Oh.
essentially do.
That's a fighting style.
I
then we
know.
have hunter number 3. The hell is she? He, yeah,
I don't know. It could be she.
yeah, could be.
Could be.
It's a real bitch.
Yeah,
So,
she's angry.
He's the only Knoll with boobies.
You know female gnolls have vaginas that look like penises?
and do that they have like 10 nipples around their stomach, like most.
No, Google a female hyena sometime.
Oh my god, do they have 10 boobies?
I'm not sure that
Little
a
nipples,
Knoll
little
would,
dogs.
but a hyena maybe. Okay, and so trying to attack Oddhild with 2 strikes with 3/4 cover. It's a 18
Nope.
and another 18, so
Nope.
that's it. All right, that brings the top of the round with Ghost.
Cool.
+5.
I
Oh.
still don't like number 4. Or actually, number 4. He looks real fucked up,
Hello.
right?
Yes, very much so.
Cool. 4 and
What'd you look up a hyena? We
You
need
know what I looked up.
So I'm gonna shoot number 7 just with my regular attack
Okay.
with Bless. And that's a 22.
That hits.
Did you add the +4?
I did.
Okay.
That's 10.
Number 7, you're attacking.
Number 7,
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. I'm gonna
Okay.
use my bonus action to attack number 4.
Okay, he's still, number 7's still up.
I know.
Okay, then you're switching attacks to number 4.
Yep, bonus action to attack again with my hand crossbow on number 4. Because that one still has Hunter's Mark. So I'm just gonna roll a hit. That's horse shit on the die, but it's still 17?
70 hits.
Wait, it's yeah.
Damage?
I don't know. What is the damage? 12.
Okay. He's still up, but he's like just hanging on at this point. Anything else from Ghost?
That was my action, bonus action, movement. I'm gonna
Okay, Bonk, you're up. With Paralicus on deck.
Also, we're running up on time a little bit. Just because I do have to get up at 7 this morning.
Okay, all right. I don't even know what time it is.
It's
11:04.
Oh, we're fine.
So we'll get through this round.
We'll talk about it after the game.
Bonk.
What's Bonk doing?
I'm finally getting a new phone.
I'm gonna come over here next to
I know, he told me
Laura,
this was
and
about time.
I'm going to attack the big hyena with
The
my
big one, okay?
quarterstaff.
Don't forget to add D4.
14.
plus 19, 23.
Those are hits. Polaris has not been hit?
What?
Polaris has not been hit?
Polaris has been hit. He was hit for 11. He reduced the damage because of his armor. He's at
Did you make
27
a
hit
con
points.
save?
What?
Did you make a con save?
No. Yep.
Saved?
Nice. Yes. Nice try. Nice try.
Hey, I use every arsenal, every attack in my arsenal here.
That's 8 points of bludgeoning damage on the first attack.
8, okay. This thing is still up, but it's like just hanging by a thread.
So we have Bonk has one more attack.
Okay.
That's not going to be good.
Add your D4.
That's still not going to be good. That's 11.
Oh, barely missed. Just the fur just kind of shifts as her staff runs over it.
What? Yeah.
Is that it for Bonk?
No, it's just open. You had something else.
Yes.
Different one.
Marcus, you're up and Delve on deck.
All right. Borellicus is going to whip his whip around again.
Here comes the whip. And what?
Choke on my flame.
What are you attacking?
Not one.
Roll a d30, sir.
We don't have one.
Sorry, Pilar.
Oh, here's that big one.
7.
7. You have a panic attack.
Oh no.
My eyes get wide.
Make a wisdom save.
Images from when I was a babe. My tribe being killed around me.
The voices of my ancestors screaming in my head. Wait a minute. Wrong
16.
scenario. 16. Oh, you barely made it. So you would have been frightened until the end of the turn, the end of your next turn. So
My
you're
mind is too powerful for such trifling emotions.
okay. All right. So that's it from Verelicus.
That's it for Borellicus.
Delb.
Yep, so Dell is just gonna, finish what I started. Number 4.
On number 4. We'll hopefully finish what you started.
That's the plan. Okay. Critical failure.
Wow.
Are you
what?
fucking kidding me?
Roll a d30, madam.
The tide is
Give me back the
changing.
D30 of shame.
Tide is changing.
29.
29. You lose your confidence. And you have disadvantage on your attacks against this opponent until the end of your next turn.
Maybe I'm not as cool as I think I am.
Is that it for Delb?
As ever Dell.
Only on that opponent?
Only on that opponent.
Yeah, just on that opponent. Okay, so 5 and 7. See what they're going to do real quick. The hunter and the runner. 5 is going to shoot at somebody. And this is 5, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be on Ammo.
With
Is it through that huge 4 square taking up creature?
Plus 5. And number 7 attacking Polaris. Because, I mean, why not?
Why not?
Okay, so against Hamel. Wow. So 23,
Hits.
No, because you got your cover.
but the plus 5 still hits?
No, not
Oh,
plus
no.
5.
Okay.
With the plus
The
5.
second arrow, not even close.
Nice save, Spencer.
And then on Polaris, the Havoc Runner making two attacks with his battle axe. Oh, damn it. Not good. 15 and a 12.
Both miss.
Both miss. Okay, that's going to bring up Hamel.
Okay, Hamel is now finally not stunned. So he is going to attack the huge hyena.
It's a giant. It's a large hyena.
I see. 16.
Hits.
Okay. Yeah. 8 points of damage.
And finally, with a pathetic yelp, the creature falls upon its knees and slides down the steps,
Hamel is going to
leaving a trail of blood.
forward and action surge to attack that creature.
You can move. Did you move? Yep.
I did.
Yeah, that thing's almost.
Going after number 6.
Whatever that big one standing there.
Yeah, number
Number
6
6?
is the big fucker.
Yep. Okay. They're all standing there.
15.
15 hits. This thing's wearing high armor and a shield.
8 points.
8 points. What are you hitting him with?
Battle axe.
Battle axe. You slice through him, through the neck bones and down into his chest, cleaving him almost in two. He goes down.
I had like one hit.
Never let it be said a Hamel honeypot doesn't
remove
kill
it from the
gnolls.
Number 6 is removed from the board.
Awesome. You
He
got
is going to continue moving forward.
you can go. You got 3 more squares.
He'll
Here, I'm just gonna move
Any
it.
opportunity attacks
More
here
squares.
that I'm missing?
Well, no, because
killed
they're
everybody.
corpses.
Oh.
You don't get opportunity attacks from corpses.
actually he'll just move up to get some cover behind this wall here.
Is he climbing on the wall?
Nope.
Okay.
Just cornering himself.
corner.
Nice try.
All right.
All right, he's done.
Wow. So that's it for Hamel. Hamel?
Never let it be said Hamel honeypot doesn't hide behind a wall.
Good ending.
Yeah. That was Hamel, right? Okay.
Yep.
So we got number 1, Hunter.
So number 1 can
Yeah,
just
there he is.
turn
He's
and
shooting. Oh, yes, him. And this area's clear now. Seems like, fuck this. Oh, no.
he can shoot Hamel.
He's shooting Hamel. Like,
Hamel who just killed 2 brother.
yeah, he's making an attack. The 2 bow attacks at Hamel. And 23. And that one.
This time.
The 23 hits.
Okay, now one on this guy.
Ooh, roll.
Stomach cramps up, but he attacks at disadvantage until the end of his next turn. And the attack from the first strike that does hit is 5 points of piercing.
He's going to use his second superiority die to reduce that by 4 points.
Okay. Okay, that's going to bring up Oddhild.
Let's see.
Number
Look at all that
4.
room you have to blow fire
I know, I
now.
was gonna say, should I just run?
I'd say just run up,
Just run up and.
run up and blow those guys.
Whatever works. for you.
Phrasing.
I mean, like, how many?
Well,
It
actually,
is
as long as you stay
Yeah, she is in a mood.
next to him, you don't get an area of
definitely
an
feel empowered.
opportunity attack.
All of these guys? How many of these guys do we have a 15-foot cone?
Yeah, we do.
Somewhere.
That's in the trade. There you go.
Mr. Mastermind.
There you go.
Ooh, is that color spray?
What did I just lose?
It's a 15-foot cone.
I know.
Shouldn't be.
Other way around.
Color spray
Yeah.
would be bigger, I think.
So all of those guys there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll get all of those. Can you rotate it?
Fuck
all in?
you,
No, that'll get all of
Knowles.
those guys. Yeah.
I'd like to take responsibility for all the damage this dwarf is doing. I hope that's ticked in my box.
Have it.
So little.
That's 1, 2, 3,
That's Oddhild, right?
and 5.
Yeah.
She's moving up to right here.
Give her
Or-
well, wherever she needs to. She has more movement
Okay.
if she
I
needs
just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get all those guys because he's in this spot. He's in that spot. So, all right. So just
1, 2, 3, 5, and
Roll your
9.
3d6.
1, 2, 3, 5, and 9 need to make deck saves.
Yes.
All right. Big
Wow.
numbers, no whammies. No whammies. Aw. Well, not
Could be worse.
Could be worse, yeah.
very little worse, but.
Okay, but everybody got some food.
It's-
Everybody.
1, 2, 3.
It's on the low side of average, but it's still
Holy
average.
shit. 1, 2, 3.
You're looking for the numbers of who is out there?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 9.
1, 2, 3, 5, 9.
They all failed. Say it. They all failed.
Oh, wow.
They all failed.
Don't worry, the camera was off. We couldn't see it.
9 points fire.
9 points.
So it wasn't the worst.
Wow. Only 9.
Only 9.
Yeah.
It was a low roll.
That's the low side of average, but it's still
Well,
average.
That still hurts.
Hold on
okay.
1 second, because she might want to do something else. No, wait, no, that's not an attack roll. Never mind.
That's her
What did she-
action.
That is
typically.
her action.
Wait, is she a fighter?
But that's not considered a weapon attack, right?
No. No.
But she is.
But I could take an
She's-
action surge.
Yeah, and then do it again.
Can I do it again?
That's how it works.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna action surge.
Funny as shit.
It's not that funny. It's not that funny.
And do it
And
again.
breathe my fire again.
Roll high, babe. Roll high.
No way.
No, that's
Ah.
worse. But it's still 8 points of damage.
Oh, net 20. Net 20.
Yeah, but that's a.
Net 20. No. One save, 2 fail, 3 fail. Fuck you.
Everybody but one saved.
Eight
fails.
points to the fails.
8 points to the fails.
8 points to the fail.
And half to the successes.
And if there's anything flammable, that's not
And
being
half
worn or
to the
carried, it's probably on
successes.
fire now.
Rocks.
Yeah, so it's probably not anything there that's on fire, but it's an option.
1, 2, 5, 9, and 3, right? So,
1, 2, 3, 5, 9. Yes.
Yep.
How's she looking on health?
They look like
She's okay.
shit on health. Oh,
No,
She's-
he was
no,
asking
she's
the
good.
dwarves.
No, that's good to know too, though.
She's good.
Oh, it smells like
not a concentration.
burnt
The-
Yeah, Dragon's Breath is a concentration. Concentration. I haven't taken any damage since I cast it.
Well, that's gonna change. Okay, so that's it for audio.
I don't know.
Is it for audio? Is
Moves
she
back
done?
anyway.
How much movement do you
If we
have?
get a little bit of cover, she moves back on the other side of this guy.
Yeah, you can't really. If you move, you get opportunity.
Yeah, you're gonna get attacked by a
Do
bunch.
it.
Stay next
Just do it. I mean, fuck it.
Well,
All of those guys you're right next to.
Oh, well,
yeah.
You're
The guys that you
surrounded.
blew fire on will be mad at you.
God, well, I'm more than 5
I'm okay with
When
it.
you blow that many guys,
No, she'll just stay there and take it.
That's it? Okay,
That's it.
so before block, we have 2 and 9. Okay, so 2 and 9.
Yeah.
Oh. Sweet. The fuck are they? 2. And
9 is in the
on
corner.
top. Okay, so
9 is unable to move.
but he can move through. So 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to move over here between the two and make an attack on Odd Hill. 2 is going to take a shot at who's this?
That's
Is
Paralicus. That's me.
Yes, I realize that. I'm going to give you even chances between Delb. No, that's Delb.
yeah, red shirt.
Yeah, Delb and Verelkus.
Do I get cover from the mountain of armor in front of me?
No, because you're lower.
Nah, fair enough.
Okay, so battle axe attack on Odd Hill first. And
Whammy.
that's only one attack for him. And so that's a 9 is gonna, no, 10 is still gonna fucking miss. And then odds are
think that's
even.
on my spell.
Odds are even for Verelkus.
I'll volunteer to take it.
No.
Okay. Even.
You lose.
Cool.
So
I wanted
going
to-
toward Delb, the 2 arrow attacks, 15 and 10. I doubt they
No,
either of them hit.
No,
All weapon
on
attack
Dell,
things.
15 hits,
Oh,
12
the 15 does hit?
barely. It's meter beat, so
Wouldn't have hit me.
yeah. No. Blade Song. Blade
I
Song's
know.
good.
I don't know.
God. Okay, and so it's going to do 9 points of damage on Delb.
Okay.
That's going to bring up, oh, fuck. Can't forget the Gnaller. Jesus Christ.
The who?
The Gnaller, who's not attacked the entire time.
Is that the
We've been
guy in the
here.
back with the
Is
cape?
that number 8?
Yeah, that's number 8 that I keep forgetting about. Finally, I highlighted him, so he rushes in a rampage forward.
He wakes up. He wakes up at the sight of his friends being burned alive.
30 right up to Oddhild, making attacks on her.
She just has to last long enough.
Unless he's got something crazy, she's gonna be okay.
Oh, challenge. Fucking accept it.
And the sudden rush as he moves up and attacks. 2 short sword attacks on her. Fucking A, can't roll 9 into 6. No. And that's gonna bring up Block.
Blanc will turn to. Oh, well, wait. No, she's not singing. I am going to cure your wounds. As she heals Polaris for 9.
Thanks.
And then she uses the bonus action to convert the last of her sorcery points into a spell slot.
All right, so that's it for her then? For Blanc?
Attack spells.
All right, the Pack Lord is going to take 2 attacks.
Well, he was down
With his
15,
bow,
so it's not-
maybe.
It wasn't wasted.
Who's he gonna shoot?
Actually,
He ain't shooting nobody, Rabbit.
He's shooting allies.
He can't even stand up there. He's
he's
drunk.
falling all over his friend.
You're drunk. Go home, Pack Lord.
all right, that is
Disadvantage to shoot.
no, he's not using his bow. He's dropping the bow and he's pulling out his great axe. And he's making a
Stealing
dex
your
save real
shtick.
quick to make sure he can get up there without any problem.
He's stealing your thing, Bonk.
Nope, he's good. And actually, he's got a glaive. And as he makes 2 attacks with the glaive,
On who? On who?
Odd Hill.
On.
down on Odd. Is that Odd Hill? No, that's not Odd
It's
Hill.
Goldilocks.
Oh, that's Hamel.
Yeah. Oh, god damn. My rolls have been just shit tonight. 12 and a 7.
No.
So
Barely, but
missing badly.
With that miss,
Yes.
Hamel is going to use his 3rd superiority die and riposte.
proposed.
Riposte.
I say it's riposte.
Okay.
Keep it up. I'll say it's riposte.
The riposte is riposte. It's
breakfast
pasta
cereal.
made with rye
I
flour.
was gonna say that exact thing.
So-
That's because we're on the same page.
Add the superiority to this die is a 3, so that's... He misses. He tried to hit.
We tried to counter.
Well, that's gonna bring up Polaris.
Blair's gonna
Okay.
want to probably step up a little bit.
And let me...
Well, I mean, he's within range. He's literally, within the 5 feet, just a little bit.
Here,
Pink.
No, he's got room to step up now.
if you could maybe kill 4.
Like 4 of them?
Four.
No,
Four.
number 4. 4 of them
No.
works too.
4 is a beast, man. He's been up there the whole time, just wrecking. Kind of.
Well,
He has to be almost dead.
A lot
unless
of them
they
have
get
to.
health regeneration.
Yeah. These are legendary gnomes.
Polaris is going to step up that 5 feet just to get onto that spot.
Okay.
And for his action, he's going to cast Sacred Weapon on his axe.
Can he attack with it after he
No.
casts? No.
It's my action.
All right. So that's it for Polaris.
That's it for Polaris.
All right. So we're going to come to the end of the round here with 3 and 4.
By the way, in case you guys are curious, it's been 24 seconds since we started. It's been 24 seconds.
And yet it's been 240 minutes.
Yep.
Oh.
My count too, 24.
Oh. These guys are all just crammed up here.
Yeah, aren't?
Fuck.
You did this.
I know.
You did this to yourself. Did you take Shattered? No. You sure?
Positive, unfortunately. A lot of my stuff targets Dex, which are poor choices in hindsight. Because these are dexterous little fuckheads.
Some of them are. So he's going to make an attack on Polaris.
Oh, is he?
Oh, that's
And
20.
3 or 4. 4, I think.
No,
No, it's 3.
three.
And then we
No,
get another
4 is this
4.
fucker.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He's going to jump the fuck down and also make an attack on Polaris.
Don't forget to have them both make their wisdom saves. Maybe that's not what they'll do.
For what?
Because I have Sanctuary cast on me for the last 24 seconds.
Has he remembered?
He has not. He has not.
Yeah, like you didn't remind him.
No, I assumed the DM.
No, I don't remember all your shit. That's your problem. 16. No. Well, 14.
Yes.
That succeeds?
Yes.
Wisdom? Okay. So the 2 arrows coming forward are... oh, wait. Let me back that up. That may not be the right guy. Wisdom is still 14. Okay. So a 10 and a 20.
The 20 will hit,
Okay. That's 3 points of piercing damage.
reduced by my armor to 0.
Is your heavy armor master?
Yes.
God, I hate you.
I love you, Ravik.
I have made this character before. It's
This is
fun.
what I get for just wrecking you guys last week. So
Hey, he could have been an Eldritch Knight.
I'm
And it
not
would be
done
worse.
yet. I'm not done yet.
Echo
You wait-
Knight.
You wait to see how
Oh,
it ends tonight. And then the other guy, which is who's attacking the runner, number 4, the Havoc runner. All right, he's gonna make a wisdom. He makes a 16.
Makes it.
All right, so 2 battle axe attacks. Fucking A, I can't roll over a 10.
How is he doing 2 battle axe attacks?
Because
Say a faulty attack.
I don't like it.
does.
All right.
Yeah, 12 probably gonna miss.
Yep.
14.
Also gonna miss.
That brings us to the end round almost. But you hear this tremendous.
Oh, we heard another hyena in the background.
You hear the sound of Yenigu's mace dragging as Ravik says, "I'll kill you bitches yet."
I wasn't expecting to have to use this, but the Demon Lord
portal
Yengoku is very unhappy about the way this is going right now.
Legendary action.
And,
Power word kill on all of you.
and rising from the ruins is a creature, vaguely gnollish looking, but corrupted and distorted, with his flail swinging in the air as he rises up. This huge fiend enters the stage.
Flynn, fine, fiend. Do you have
How
a
Lord
Yenigu?
saying fiend.
And no, it's not. It's a fiend. And my fiend.
You didn't think that you'd have to use it because you thought that you would TPK us faster?
Yeah, you hear him roar as he awakens from his stupor, his sleep, not expecting that his minions would not succeed in defending their camp.
It's been 24 seconds and this guy's already having problems.
And it says waving his flail of chaos as he comes awake and realizing the situation, finds himself in initiative order. And we'll see how all this picks up in part 2 of our one-shot next week.
I have never seen
I love
one shot.
2-part one-shots.
Thank you all for joining us and have a great night. We will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Good night. You guys are so fucked.
Are we?